That's beautiful, bro.
This is like the point where it's growing in, the harvest, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you would the crops and
yeah,
that.
the crops. I didn't even know I had mint in the corner, man. The gardener told me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Alright, I think this is on now. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, you know.
Shalom.
First and foremost, man, we're gonna begin as always by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh,
Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Makakadash.
Okay, double honors to the apostles, elders, and great Muslim who rule well and taught us the truth. And you know, shalom, a hearty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, man. You know, hey, we're in the time of the end. We're in the time of prophecy. You know, and that's what we're coming out here to do. The main thing that we're coming out to push, you know, is the prophecies, and that's what the prophets do, and the prophets are here today.
Appreciate it.
Go on, right?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah. It says, speak thou in the words of my people. Who's the Lord's people? The people on this side. All right? It's our job to actually warn them. Can we get blood upon that hand?
Yep, 370.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you know what? It's our job to warn these people on this side, our people, okay, of the coming destruction and also the ways onto salvation. That's our job. Okay? So we're telling you, look, this man, this devil that's over us, Esau, okay, biblically known as the Edomites, which is the wicked, all right? They're looking to come down on you hard. They're looking to bring the troops on you, okay? And basically to ultimately bring that MOTB to get you all orged up, man. You know? So that's what we're here to do. That's our job. And if we don't do that, you got the precept up?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get that. And then we'll go
This
back.
is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right, so when you have a watchman, okay, in the ancient cities, you had a watchman that was on the walls, and they would watch for the enemies, okay? Or even someone coming in, they'd be watching constantly who's coming in and out of that safe sanctuary. Go on, bro.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So what are we doing? We're giving warning. We're watching for these prophecies, and we're filtering it through the scriptures and giving warning of the time that we're in. Okay? Go on, bro.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way,
And that wicked there is talking about Israel. Go on, bro.
to save his life,
Talking about the wicked, as in Esau, is talking about Israel. Go on, bro.
to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Right. Because why is the law going to require your hand? Because you didn't give warning, man. Okay, that's why it's so dangerous to hide a talent in a napkin. Keep going, bro.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity,
And yeah.
but thou hast delivered thy soul.
So that, hey, the scriptures say, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. We're seeking to save our soul, okay? And at the same time, we're doing our job of gathering the hopeful elect, which we believe that we're of that. You know, that's our job, man. Once you get this word and you understand it and you eat the roll, you're meant to teach it. You know, if the fire's in your belly, right, you're meant to come out and teach it, man. That's as simple as that. And that's what we're doing, and the blood's coming off our hands. All right. Now you got people that are going out there and not teaching the truth, adding to the scriptures and take away from the scriptures, lying to the people. Now you got blood on your hands for that. You know, I remember Pastor Hart mentioned at camp, you know, when they said, take the jab. Okay, 22 people died, man. You know, so that's 22 souls on your tab, man.
Yeah,
that's blood on your hands. Any more on that, bro?
That's it on that one.
Quick precept. Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls,
Yep.
O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
Oh, so what's that talking about when you break it down? They should never hold their peace day nor night. How is that happening, man? You go on the internet right now and you type in Great Millstone, you type in Hebrew Israelites, what are you going to find? You're going to find breakdowns, prophecy breakdowns, videos going into the scriptures, day nor night. You could wake up at 3 a.m. I can't sleep. You wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Hell, you could be over in another country. Your 3 a.m. could be someone else's 7 p.m. Day nor night, it doesn't matter. You go on and you can get this word, man. You can go back to what was said last week and go into that word. 12 years ago, there's videos on YouTube, Daily Motion,
That's right.
of the apostles, 12, 14, 13 years ago. Old school videos, man, with breakdowns, you know, the good, good for eating.
That's right.
So you can still add, and that's the beauty of the, you know, I did a video this week about that. The internet, you know, the internet's not for watching cat videos, man. It was designed to push this word, okay? And that's prophecy too. That's in Matthew the 24th chapter.
Yeah.
That's actually one way that you know we're at the end, because the apostles, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Moonstone, we're out right now. We're out on the internet, you know. This phone that we're recording on is connected to the internet. That's connected to and that's in the Psalms 19. And that's how you're getting this. You're getting that fed right through to your Urim, your tablet or your phone or your TV or whatever you're watching on your computer, and you're getting edified, man. So that's knowledge. Knowledge is being spread around the world, man. Okay? And why is that happening? One, to condemn the wicked, okay, and also the wicked of our people, all right, and to bring this word to the hope for the elect. You know?
Yep. It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
So you're meant to be in a mentality when you're constantly pushing, okay? You know, it said give him no rest. Like you got the parable of the unrighteous judge and what was it, a widow?
Luke 19, yeah.
Yeah, look, can we get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, huh?
Yeah, Khan. This is Luke 19,
And if you can go up Ezekiel 9, Baba Shah, bro. Go on, bro.
excuse me, Luke 18. Yep, Luke 18 and 1. It says, yep, and he spake a parable unto them and said to this end that men ought always to pray
Yeah, so this is guidance of prayer. Okay, go on, bro.
and not to faint.
Yep,
You know, if thou faint in the day of adversity,
that's strength.
thy strength is small.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
And the strength is given from Yahweh Shmi Shai.
That's right.
You know, that's how you're going to endure unto the end through the Lord. Go on, bro.
Yep, it says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while.
And that's what we're doing. We're praying to the Lord. Lord, take this place down. Okay? When we're coming out on the highways and byways, we're extolling the name of Yahweh Shmi Shai, and we're sighing and crying for the abominations that are being done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because the wicked are in rulership. We're saying, Lord, when are you going to come and take this place down and establish your kingdom? And that's what the ancient prophets were doing. That's what the apostles were doing. When every time they'd be asking Yahweh Shai, Lord, when is the kingdom of heaven at hand, basically?
Yes, hastening the day.
Hastening the day, that's right. Yeah, Peter's, go on, bro.
Yep. And it says, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High Yahweh, nor regard man,
So this was an unrighteous judge. Go on, bro.
yet because this widow troubleth me,
Yeah.
I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me.
So even now, he said, she's so on it, she's so continual. Okay, that this is gonna weary, man. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna get it sorted. And this is an unrighteous judge this parable was talking about. Okay, go on, bro.
Well, that links it perfectly with give him no rest.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yep.
Because continually, and the scriptures lines up with Jeremiah 6, I have likened the daughter of Jerusalem unto a comely and delicate woman.
That's right.
So really, we're likened unto this widow that's constantly complaining, or the sighing and crying.
Quick precept on what you just said. Psalms 55 and verse 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice.
That's right.
You know, continual, all the time. You know.
And that's how it be, man. You know. We learn some parts of the Hebrew because it's better to pray in the Hebrew. You know. And then we're constantly praying, man. Psalms 51, pray that every day.
Yep.
Lord's Prayer, and sometimes you just be throwing up just quick prayers. Lord, let me just get to camp. You know, let the brothers get to camp safely, Lord. Let us get back home safely. Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. You know? And it's continual prayer, man. Is there not a scripture that says, do nothing without
cease without praying.
Cease without praying.
No,
That
pray
makes-
without ceasing.
Pray without ceasing.
That's
For
right.
what?
Pray without
Apostle
ceasing.
Paul said that. That's in 1 Thessalonians 5.
Yep.
Pray without ceasing.
God.
Also says, quench not the spirit.
Yeah.
Cease. Despise not prophesying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
I can get it real quick.
Yeah. Let's prove it. We don't just say it; it's written.
That's right.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5,
Yeah.
verse 17. Pray without ceasing. In
Go on.
everything, give thanks.
Oh. We just gave the example. Hey, you don't know, man. Hey, how many times have you been through situations where you felt like, man, that could have gone very differently.
Yeah.
That could have gone real bad. You could have situation where you could have died, man. You know, but the Lord delivers you out of it. So you go, hey, be thankful. You know. So sometimes you feel like that. Sometimes you can see, and the thing is, the Lord will do that. The Lord will actually put you in a situation, not make it go a certain way, but then show you the vision of how it could go.
Yep.
Give you the thought. This is how it could have gone. And you're like, damn, man. Lord really saved me out of that one. But what are y'all watch me on shy? You know, go on, bro.
Yep, Khan. It says, for this is the will of Yahweh in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai concerning you.
Wow, so it's the will of the Lord for you to be constantly praying. For you to, and you know, prayer goes into begging.
Yep.
You know, the Lord wants that. The Lord wants you. What does the scripture say regarding who the Lord regards? Is it not a contrite spirit, poor and contrite spirit? So if you're in that situation with Lord, I need your help, and you're begging the Lord, okay? Because we're in a situation where we do need help. We're in hell right now. We're captives to our enemies. So how of course you're gonna need help, man. All right. So what are you doing? You're constantly praying to the Lord, man.
The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose.
Yeah.
God.
That's right, man. We want to be loosed out of the situation we're in. And who's the one that's going to break those bonds? That's Jeremiah 30, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to come and break us of these shackles, man. You know? Get us out of this situation. And then actually physically put shackles on our enemies. You know? Ain't that justice, man? Ain't it something to pray for? To look forward to? Well, more on that?
Yeah, it says,
You've got a precept there.
it says, quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying.
So, hey, and that goes into what I said earlier. If the fire's in your belly, you got to teach, man.
That's it.
You know? You got to teach, and you got to put this prophecy out there. It's about prophecy, which is the testimony of Yahweh Shai. The testimony of Yahweh Shai is on the earth. Okay? We're giving that testimony right now, man. Okay, we're teaching it. It's coming out to you on the airways, and how we're breaking down what it is in the prophecies. You know?
Yep. And you mentioned about, if that fire is in your belly, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that through the spirit, because the word quench, you know?
Okay, because it quenches the fire. Yeah,
Because
go
it
on.
says the word quench is spinomi in the Greek, right? It says to extinguish, to quench. It says of fire or things on fire.
Hey, man. Hey, what does the Lord want? The Lord wants us to be on fire for this, hot for this truth.
Yeah.
So don't quench not the spirit. You know? Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And the fire in the belly, when you read Jeremiah,
Oh,
Jeremiah is
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14.
Yeah.
Wherefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, power of hosts, because you speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
Come. That's beautiful. So that, hey, this fire, this fire, man, the Holy Spirit coming like just destroying and devouring everything up.
Yep.
And it's funny because the Lord is actually doing that spiritually. You know, laying it down, and He's gonna come He's gonna be physical fire too.
That's it.
You know,
That's
what
it.
will life it will He be kindled, man? The Lord's looking to take this place down, and that's in the 2 Thessalonians 2:8. That ties in with that. There was another thing in Jeremiah I was looking for.
Quick one.
It might be it. Go on.
Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire?
Yeah. I think this is the one. Go on.
Saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
man. Imagine that. Look at the rock and it's getting broken down into pieces, man. The Lord, hey, that's what this word does. This truth breaks down everything. See, people got lies. People got 30-year. This government. Look at this government. They got 30-year plans, 40-year plans. They think their houses shall continue forever. But the Lord's got other plans. It's His plan that matters, man, which is the only plan. The prophecies, you know. And the prophecies, as we know in Isaiah, it tells us that the Lord's word that goes out his mouth does not come back void unto him, man.
That's right.
Okay, they accomplish what he pleases. That's it. You know, and you know how they say your word is law. That's it. It's done, man. It gets done. It doesn't get undone. It just gets done, man. So that's why we're so sure. I just talk about a sure word of prophecy.
Word, yeah.
We're so sure about what we're teaching because see, the Lord has given us the faith to believe in these prophecies, and then we're justified by seeing what the prophecies coming to pass. That's why you got these other camps that are saying the MOTB something else. Well, whether it be what, sleeping with white women or it's sin or whatever. Okay, breaking it down incorrectly, but at the same time, you're seeing the whole infrastructure being set up. You're seeing the BBC News talk about a guy that put an implant into him so he can just about start walking and all that. You got people over there in Sweden right now getting it. I remember seeing a clip of one guy from like one of them like Arab countries in Abu Dhabi or whatever them, and he was saying he was like a top guy, and he was saying, "Yeah, I've got it." You know, so people are taking it, man. Even top flight people at the top of echelons of government and society, and even people just average everyday peons, man.
Yep.
That's why it says what great or small, rich or poor.
Yep. You remember they showed you in the Fat Joe video? They showed you when you took the CHIP to get in the club or some resort or something like that. Yeah. So they've been pushing it for a long time, man.
Yeah, they got a place for that, don't they? I saw one of the signs. They got a place where you can only go with that. Yeah, they show you that, man. Well, they're gonna make it so this whole place is gonna be like that, man. This system is gonna be set up so that you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell without it. You know?
But they're gonna make it seem cool as well.
Yeah.
Because the brother mentioned about Fat Joe, they're gonna use them celebrities to push it.
That's it.
Like they did with what's his name? That Lil Uzi Vert geezer.
Oh yeah,
And
the
they
head
put
one.
that implant in his forehead, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, right smack bang in the middle of his head. You know?
But that was a diamond. But he
Yeah.
said he wanted to get the implant
Yeah.
with Elon Musk's wife at the time. He said we're both gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, slap bang in the middle of his head. They put that implanted diamond in the middle of his head.
Yep.
You know? Taking all pictures with it, foreheads all in the camera, you know?
People are gonna be following these celebrities 100%.
Oh,
I mean, look at like TikTok challenges. Someone will start a TikTok challenge or celebrity will say something and people will start following that. Like they're not even thinking about what they're doing. They're just following the trend. People are trend followers, man. So that's the new trend. That's what the new trend, the international banking elite one. You know, they want everyone chipped.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that was it. I got another one though.
Yep.
We're going back to Luke 18.
Go on, bro.
Back in Luke 18 and 6. And hear what the unjust judge saith. It says, and shall not the Most High Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them?
Yeah, so the righteous judge, our Lord, okay, he's gonna basically read that again, Bob. Just read it, son. Read it again.
And Luke 18 and 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith.
Yep.
And shall not the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, avenge his own elect?
So hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, the righteous judge, is gonna avenge his own elect, man.
Right.
You know, and we liken that onto we're the Lord's woman. So what we're doing, we're crying out. Okay, we're coming out on the highways and byways and we're crying out, saying, "Look, Lord, avenge us from our enemies, man. We're in the hand of our enemies." Okay. So who's gonna come and save us? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is he not the bridegroom?
That's right.
You know.
Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah, and there is faith on the earth. It's the faith that the Lord has gifted unto his elect. Okay, but when you look at the people, man, that's why it's about a small sanctuary.
That's
you know?
right.
It's a very small amount of people on the earth that believe that are going to be saved. You know, through that hope. You know, can you get Jeremiah 20 and 9, Bob? Sure.
I got
that was the one I was thinking about.
Ezekiel 9 and 4 as well.
Okay, come, and we'll get that because that was what I was thinking of in Jeremiah 20 and 9.
Jeremiah chapter 20 verse 9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones.
Yeah. Because Jeremiah was a young man, you know, he was cursing out Israel. It was like, man, I don't want to do this no more. But the thing is, Jeremiah was, when you read Jeremiah the first chapter, was he not ordained to be a prophet unto the nations? So he can't escape. The fire was in him, right? So he said, "Wow." Even though he tried to, he couldn't come against it, man. So he had to do it. You know, Jeremiah's a great prophet. And you had other examples like Jonah. You know, so that's why we're here. That's what we're here to do. That's our job. We're there, you know, liken onto the hammer, this word. Okay, liken onto, we're like fire breathers. You know, literally, that's what's coming out of us, man. You know, and everything else is burnt on what work it is. And the only thing that's going to make it ultimately through the fire is the gold and silver, man. Okay, the elect. You got an Ezekiel one?
Yep. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Now, here it's talking about a mark as well. Is that on, have you got that on the blue letter, right?
Yep.
Can you go into the word mark, Bubble Shot?
Can't.
Because, you know, there's different words in English, which is why you got to go into the Hebrew and the Greek. We need to understand what that word mark is there is talking about. Is it the same mark as in Revelation 13 and 16? The answer is no. Okay? So the source said, the ones that cry and sigh for the abominations that are being done, which is what we're doing, okay? Exposing this devil, cursing this man out, bringing the prophecies and the destruction upon him, okay? Well, this is what it's talking about. Go on, bro.
Right, so that goes into the Hebrew word farwa, and it says desire, mark as a sign of exemption from judgment.
Ooh. So when them angels, when them terminators are unleashed, hey, the ones that have got that mark, they've got this knowledge, the name of Yahweh Shah, this knowledge and wisdom and understanding in their minds, okay? They're going to be all right. They're going to be exempt from the coming judgment, okay? So if you ain't got this, then you ain't going to be exempt from the judgment, and you're going to have to be a partaker in that fire, man, okay? In that World War III, in that time like never before, okay? And the hell that Esau's bringing, okay? Revelation 12 and 12 goes into that. Okay, he's coming down with great wrath because he knows what he had but a short time. This devil is looking to establish his kingdom. Okay, in his way forever, man. But he ain't gonna be able to do that. The Lord's gonna what's that? Job 20.
Yep.
Let's get that, brother. Sure. The Lord's gonna put an end to that. The brother's got the precept.
Yep, this is Job, chapter 20, verse
You got more
20.
Ezekiel, innit?
Yep.
Yeah.
verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Meaning what? When you say fullness of sufficiency, well, basically when you're doing good, okay? But he said he's going to be in straits. So right now Esau thinks he's going to be able to get away with everything, but there's going to come a time where he's going to be in a very difficult place, okay? Which his kingdom's really going down as we speak, man. Okay, so it's transitioning. Go on, bro.
It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Okay, see another scripture it mentions the wicked, but it's talking about Jake.
Yep.
Is it the Imal?
Imal,
Yep.
Then you go
laborers.
into the word which means labourer,
Yep.
which precepts with James the 5th chapter.
Yep.
That's how you know it's talking about Israel. Okay, go on, bro.
Yep, it says,
That's why you got to know these scriptures. That's why you got to go into the Hebrew. You got to be learnt, man. Okay, you got to be studying. Study to show thyself approved. You know, you can't just go into the English or that says world there, Lord love the world. Nah,
Christ.
what world is that talking about?
Yeah.
right.
You know, what did you say?
Yeah, Christ, didn't it?
Yeah, well, that's another one.
Yeah.
You gotta have context, man, of what you're talking about. You know, like we just read two different types of. We went into the word wicked. We read two different marks.
Yep.
There's another mark, scopeo.
Yep.
You know, when you like you put a scope on, you watching that person because they're speaking contrary to the doctrine.
That's it.
Yeah, that's in Romans 16,
Come.
17.
Come on, the water. Go on, huh?
Yep, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
So when he's just about to think he's about to fulfill his new world order agenda, well, I've established this. Look, I'm getting people lining up. And Esau loves that. He loves the idea of you lining up and going to these places and getting the CHIP. You know, he's gonna get off on that, man. He gets off on that anyway. You know, the destruction of the people.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the wicked. All right, but the Lord's gonna just as he thinks he's about to do that. Okay, which people are gonna be taking the CHIP. Okay, But just as he thinks, well, I've got this place sorted, I've got it on lock now, the Lord's going to rain it down upon him while he's eating, man, destroy him. Okay, bring the lasers from the chariots and the thermonuclear fire, the destructive war, World War III that's coming. Okay, that's why Apostle always says, hey, when the CHIP comes out, everything's going to move quick.
Yep.
Everything's got to move quick, man. We ain't going to be here, the chips out there, people are going to shops, scanning it, and we're here for another 5 years. That ain't going to be happening, man. Everything's going to move quick, but the Lord's going to be with his elect in that time, man. You know, Isaiah 65 and 13.
It says, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah. So this man, see, when you watch these, like, you got these TV shows, right? I'm trying to think of an example right now. They're like it's set in the future, but they're set in like Esau's future. Everyone's already got they're already orged up, you know. They're just in society. They're pressing their hands somewhere to do anything. Okay. Well, a society like that, the Lord ain't gonna let that go to that point, man. Okay. He's gonna cut off and establish the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Because the society that we're in right now is at like it's bubbling up. It's at the starting point of what Esau's dream of what he wants to do, where he's is like God and he's got control over everyone. Okay, go on, bro.
Precept?
Yeah.
Job chapter 14 verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Oh, so there's a determined amount of time, okay, that the Lord's got this devil out. The scripture says that a little season. So there's a season that the Lord's allocated to this devil to have the rulership. And that's talking about the whole, up from them coming up in the Renaissance, okay, the industrial revolutions, chattel slavery, okay, the transatlantic slave trade, okay, the bond slavery that we're in today, up until this point now. Transhumanism, okay, that is all a time slot allotted to him. So that's the thing, there comes a time when it comes to an end, you know. That's why the scriptures say Esau is the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning of it that follows. Right now he's got the last reign out of the heathen on the earth, okay. Because after this, there ain't going to be no heathen in any position of power, man. Okay? It's just going to be Israel on top forever. You know?
Yeah, like all the previous kingdoms before.
Yeah, yeah.
They all had their time.
Yeah.
Whether you're dealing with the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Oh, the Babylonians. Hey, Belshazzar, the writing came on the wall.
Yeah.
You know? That was his time.
Yeah.
You know? Many tekel, man.
Yep,
and
yep.
who had to interpret that for him? Daniel.
Daniel has to break it down. Hey, well, we're breaking down the destruction of this man's kingdom right now.
That's it.
You know? And how we're doing it, we're watching. You know? Okay, fucking, oh, hold on. They're talking about the CHIP on BBC News. Okay, we're in that time. Okay? You know?
Make you move.
Yeah, make it move, man. Hurry up, Esau, man. Come on, man. We can't. See, that's the thing you don't get, man. See, a lot of people they're fearing what's to come because they don't understand. We fear Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we want to be saved from what's to come, but we understand what's to come. Knowledge and wisdom, understanding. Okay, that's what's going to give you that stability, man. It makes us stable because we know our thing is, look, let's get the hell out of here. This boring kingdom, I can't be asked no more, man. Waking up to alarms and dealing with the stupidity of people. Every time you go on any kind of media, you got to feel out the stupidity of this foolish kingdom, man.
Yep. Scripture.
Yep.
Come on.
Finish on that, bro.
A little bit more.
Come on.
It says, the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So he can't pass. See, that's the thing. And that ties into the houses. They think the houses shall continue forever. They got plans. Esau, he's got these 2050 plans,
Yep.
2040 plans. That's why they come together in these summits, these summit meetings, these mountains, governments coming together, G7, G8. And that's what they talk about. Well, you know what? By this year, we want the carbon to be like this. By this year, we want the people to be like that. But the Lord's going to cut that short, man. You know? And that trickles down to the people. You got people with 5-year plans. The scriptures talk about the daily bread, man. Take no thought for tomorrow. You know, people got all these plans. How about them plans that ain't going to work out, man? That's why when something works out, something works out, you give all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? Oh, the Lord blessed me up with that. You know? I remember from last month. You know what I mean? You mean, like, that's how you got to be, man. But you got people out there with all these plans. Well, you know what, man? There was a guy in the parables who had a plan. He said he was going to build them barns.
Yeah.
You know? He said, well, hold on. I'm making so much right now. I'm going to build something greater. I'm going to make more money.
Stock up.
What was that video called, man? I think it was Yasha Wamba. I forgot the video title now, man. Basically, it's like, you know, Jacob in that money stacking spirit. Ain't that the Lord ain't with that, man?
That's
you
it.
know, if the Lord wants to give you something, he'll piece you up, but the Lord's dealing with the poor, just enough to get by right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you got a little something, then what do you do? That's for the distribution for those that don't have it.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
That's how it goes, man.
That's right.
Why would the Lord? You know, you got to think about that, man. The Lord's gonna bless you up with 100 million. Man, 100 million is kingdom. What are you gonna even do with that? If you're in the spirit of Yahweh Shai and cursing this place out, what are you gonna do with 100 million? What you're gonna do is build more barns.
Yeah.
But what if the Lord requires that? Who does that get left to then? It gets taxed by the government. He takes 40% of the inheritance tax, or whatever other country you're in, or whatever their tax laws are. Either way, Esau's gonna get into that pie because, you know, any goodie that Esau gives out, he's getting something out of it. Best believe, man. Like charitable works.
Yeah.
Why is it that all these rich people they call it philanthropy? Why did they get? Why is it called philanthropy? Because they start these tax-free haven organizations, and they channel through shit for it, man.
Yep.
Even Kanye,
Basically, money laundering.
it's money laundering. What happened with Kanye? With the Adidas deal? Didn't they say, what we got with this? Adidas had all that stock left. So what did they get? They got bringing some guy, right? Obviously some kind of financial expert. You know what he said? He said, yeah, we're just gonna basically sell this, but we're gonna do it through a charitable organization. So he's gonna make the most bang for buck from that. So they take the least amount of loss for that.
God.
That's Esau. That's his devil because he understands how the system works. Our people don't understand. Our people don't know. All they know is that money comes out their paycheck, man.
That's it.
That's all they know.
There's no true good you can do in Esau's kingdom with an abundance of money. You know, the best thing you can do on this earth is preach the word, man. You know, that's the only good thing you can do. Because if you might have a different mindset. I'm going to do this organization. I'm going to feed this country. Esau's going to put an end to that anyway. You know, because he ain't down with that shit. If you ain't going through him and it don't benefit him in a certain way, then he's going to cancel that shit, man. So there's no good you can do but do the preaching of the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Scripture. Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Oh man, you're putting out working, but you're really bringing in crumbs, Jake. You know, and that's true. That's how you know we're in slavery. You put in labor. When you're doing shifts, you're doing hours upon hours. Others are doing overtimes. Okay, we just got to put it in just to get by. Just to get by, man. Okay. Like, look at Esau's system, right? You might have made, okay, let's say you got a half decent job. You might have made £100 that day. Well, that's a good job, £100 that day, right? But then, so then on your way home, you're just thinking about something. You didn't see the sign that said 60. You got at 65. You get a ticket now. Or if you pay it within this much days, we'll do it 90. But otherwise, it's 150 or whatever. Plus the penalty.
It happened to me yesterday, man. Not speeding, I got a ticket. I was just telling the brother on the way down, man.
But that's a testimony.
Yeah.
That's the situation we're in right now, man. And it's not even a person with you, but it's a robot.
Yeah.
They took a picture of you and they sent you a letter through the box, through the mail, man. Subject to payments.
Yeah.
When you're ready. The rain's coming down.
This is Haggai 1 and 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
You eat, but you're not having. So you got enough. You can eat, but you have not enough, man. Okay. So we're gonna have enough and then some in the kingdom, man. We don't have it right now. Okay. We don't have it like that right now, man. And I know how rich. I've got examples. I know how rich people be living, man. They ain't got cracks in their walls or nothing. They get shit fixed instantly. You know. But you go to any Jake's house. What do you got? You got mold there. And there ain't no way you can even, like, trying to deal with it. It comes back. It's fucked. Go on,
Yep, it says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
man. So you're earning the wages, but it's if you got a bag of holes, that wages, you put them coins in there, and that's going straight out the bottom. And that's his kingdom. Okay? And that's the system that Esau set up. Like, can we get James the 5th chapter? That's the system that Esau set up. Okay, for the laborers, so that you think you're getting something, but that's why it's called economic slavery, man. He's giving you just enough to get by. You don't know. See, Jake don't understand how Esau be living, man. he don't eat the same food you eat, man. That alone, he don't eat the same. Ain't that what was going on in slavery when they throwing us the crumbs just to get by? McDonald's and Burger King, that's the shit. That's the same shit today.
Yeah.
While he's eating grass-fed beef of the most organic of the organic, the fucking air that cow was smelling was more clean than what air Jake's smelling, man.
Yeah.
That's how Esau be living.
You ain't gonna see a Rothschild in Tennessee Fried Chicken, man. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
He's not gonna experience that. They know better than to eat that shit, man. But they feed it to you, you sheeple, man.
Well, that's a good point because they put that in that movie. Spoiler alert: they cloned Tyrone.
Yep.
Where they had they were telling you that they were putting chemicals in the chicken. Jake, they were eating whenever they ate the chicken, the fried chicken. Jake were going crazy, but wild.
Yep.
The chemicals that they were putting in the hair products for the women. Because remember when the woman was in the salon, she was popping off, talking about the problems.
Yep.
Then as soon as the hair stuff went in her hair, she got all dumbed down and shit.
Yeah.
She started slurring her words,
Yep.
So they're telling you that they put in the stuff in the food. And they were saying that, Jamie Foxx and that. They're putting it in the food, man. It's in the chicken. It's in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that,
Chemicals.
Yeah. That hair relaxer does bug women out, man. Because the amount of chemicals in that shit, bro, that hair relaxer.
Yeah.
I mean, for something to change your hair texture in 2 minutes, what the fuck is that?
Wow.
And it burns. If you leave it in for too, it can burn out your hair.
Yeah.
But then you got these women, they're so desperate to have that hair back and have it straight that they put that in their hair. Bugs them out.
There's this app, right? Someone was showing me. There's this app. You basically point it at like a product, let's say like a shampoo or something, and it'll tell you exactly what's in it and how fucked up it is for you.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were showing me, and every fucking product, man, was just messed up. That's Esau, you know. I was seeing something on YouTube today on my feed, one of the brothers, and I was like, he uses plastic in like construction. He'll put the same plastic, the same carbon formula, the chemical formula in your food.
Yeah.
You know. Come on, man. This. So you don't? Are you telling me that you know in this you don't want to get the hell out of here, Jake? That's why the majority of our people are gonna have to perish on this side, man.
Yep.
Because they want to side with the devil that's actually poisoning them, killing them, lying to them, separating them, messing with their mind, messing with their body.
Yeah.
It's fine. Go ahead, man. You can go join hand in hand with him. But the scriptures say that surely the wicked shall not go unpunished. He's gonna get punished, and if you dare holding hands with him, best believe, man, when that missile's coming, you're gonna be getting nuked too.
Yep. There's even one ingredient they put in Ribena, that diluting drink, and they use it in like toilet cleaner. It's one ingredient that's in Ribena, they use it in toilet cleaner, But they say, oh, it's safe for consumption, but it thickens it. It's ridiculous, man.
I go to sometimes I go and get like a takeout, right? When I go to this takeout place, they always give you a free drink, and the drink that they give you is a free Pepsi. And I'm like, I've always been like, nah, can I get something else? So they always give you the Pepsi.
Yeah.
So the last time they tried to do it, I just took it and I went and just used it to clean my toilet, man. I just put it in my toilet. It actually,
And it works.
It works. It takes out the lime scale and all that, man. You just flush it down with water.
Wow.
But people want to put it out in their body. Go on, man.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Wow.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And that's this upside down kingdom, man. Everything out here is promoted like it's meant to be good for you, but really it's bad for you. Okay? It's really bad for you, man. When we're just talking about the chemicals, they might say, or they might say, oh, let's talk about Johnson's baby shampoo. That's for your children. People get that, Johnson's baby. I used to use that when I was younger. Remember, man? My parents used to get that in no tears. You know how much chemicals are in that shit, man? That's just one example. There's so many different examples of things that are just, it's a trap. That's what this whole thing is about. Esau's a cunning hunter, right? So he lays traps privily, and he said, who shall see them, man? Well, what we're doing is, this is the time of its exposure. That's why you got truthers, okay? But the true truth is what? Coming out of the scriptures through the Lord's prophets. Yeah. Because we're not only breaking it down and going into these things, because you're experts that break it down for us. Truthers, historians, and we get what they've done, the research, and we research it, but we'll filter it through the scriptures and give you the 100% clean, pure stuff.
I got a precept? It's Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread, eat their defiled bread, Salakia, among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them.
And that's the situation that we're in today, man. Defiled bread. Okay? This guy does what? Genetically modified food. If you can genetically modify food, you can put cells of like unclean animals in there, all kinds of things, man.
Yeah.
You can put pork swine cells into bread.
Yep.
And there's examples of that, you know? Or even one day, like, people were going to Tesco and they were trying to get burgers. That was years back, I remember. There was horse meat in the burgers.
Yeah, I remember that.
They were shit in your Costa coffee. Go to Costa Coffee, there was flecks of shit in it. So everything's defiled, man. It's all messed up, you know? That's why you got to do the best you can. Try and eat organic and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
spend a little bit more if you can and get the healthier stuff, man. If you can.
I remember years ago, there was one video I was watching. One guy was like, really, like anything you can't eat shouldn't even go on your skin. You know, if you can't consume it in your body, then it has no business being on your skin either.
Because it comes through the pores.
Yeah, because it goes through your pores.
Yeah.
And it's true. I listened, I was like, yeah, that's fucking true, man. You know, whatever you put on your skin is going in your body. So imagine these black women getting these hair relaxers, and it's just all, it's fucked up, man.
Well, imagine this. People say that you shouldn't drink tap water, right?
Yeah.
It's all messed up fluoride, but we bathe in it.
Yeah.
How are you going to escape that? You ain't going to bathe? So that's how you know this place is messed up. We need to get the hell out of here.
We need deliverance.
We need deliverance, man. Okay, and then there's a scripture that says, Matthew 24.
Yep.
Come on.
Psalms 82 and 4.
Yep.
Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Speak on that.
Deliver the poor and needy. You know, we are the poor and needy. Okay? The Israelites were at the bottom, right? And we need to be delivered. We need saving. You know, it's to deliver us out of the hand of the wicked. Okay, and who's the wicked? Esau. Malachi 1 and 4. Yeah. You know? And all the foundations of the earth being out of course. Just a couple of the things that we just mentioned just now, how the food is polluted. You know, just to name a few examples. Yeah. You got this one documentary on Netflix talking about, I think it's called Poisoned. I think it's only just come out. But there was one talking about how they keep the cows, because the cows are kept so close together. You know, they're getting transmitted diseases from one another. And as the cows are shitting, what happens is, as the cows shit, it goes into the water supply, which then goes into the sprinklers, which ends up on all the spinach.
Come on, man.
So people are getting E. coli from spinach. You there thinking your spinach is organic. A guy went in the supermarket, he was like, this is all contaminated. It shows you, most of the stuff that you see on the shelf is all contaminated.
Yeah.
People, you could be as fit as a fiddle, right? There was a girl, she was like, what, 15 or something? Some Edomite chick. Could have been Jake, whatever. But one day she was healthy. She went to the Dominican Republic with her family. She said she didn't feel too good. Hey, next day, she was fucked.
Yep.
So she was fit. She was like, playing lacrosse and all that. Next thing you know, man, she was done. E. coli. They took her to the doctors. They did some tests on her. Yeah, it's definitely E. coli. You know? So you got some real nasty bacterial infections. But the Lord said that was going to happen. Pestilences.
Yep.
Again, that's biblical prophecy, man. Earthquakes, Matthew 24.
Yep.
You know?
You might as well hold Matthew 24.
I got it here. I got
Second
it.
Ezra, I think it's in that as well.
Yeah.
I think it was in 15, 9 or 15, one of them.
I forget this.
Go on, bro. Get Matthew 24 again, sure.
Yeah.
Start on that, okay? Yeah.
Start from the top.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. And it reads, And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. As he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?
So they were inquiring about the time that we're in right now, because we're at the end. Okay? They wanted to know, when is the end? Is it the end then? Okay? When is the end? When is it coming? You want to know. Because you have the prophecy leading up to Yahushua, the Messiah, okay, coming on the earth. Alright? And then you also got the end time prophecies of him coming back again. So we're waiting for the second, what do they call it, the second coming. We're waiting for Yahushua to come in his power and take this man down. All right, and we're at the end of this thing. So that's what the apostles and the disciples were inquiring in. Go on, huh?
And that's only for the nation of Israel too.
That's right.
You know, dealing with the elect. Because remember, the apostles, the disciples, when you read in Acts 1st chapter, why didn't they inquire about the other nations?
Right.
Without this time restore again the kingdom unto Israel, they said. You know, so they didn't inquire about any of the other nations, man. You know?
Yeah, all this inclusivity shit. You know, these melting pots that people live in. You know, look, man, the Lord separated the nations. He ain't dealing with all that, man. Okay? And His chosen nation is Israel. That's who it's all for. Go on, huh?
Verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Oh, man, yeah, you got all kinds of examples of that, man. People claiming to be the Lord, okay? Or what's an example, a major example? Cesare Borgia. That's a false Hamashiach, man. Okay? And our people bow down and worship that. They go to church for that. They pay tithes for that. You know? Come on, man. That's a major stronghold, this devil's Christianity.
Yep.
You know?
And that goes back to Serapis Christus, man.
That's right.
You know?
Back to Egypt.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Go on, bro.
Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah. Like you got right now, you got the war over there in Ukraine. But that's not gonna pop off all the way into World War III. Into what? Until the chip come out. Okay, until it's made mandatory, until that prophecy comes to pass. Everything's got its order. You had World War I, World War II, okay, and different rumors of wars. We're in that time now, man. Okay? And the end's gonna come after the MOTB prophecy, and then hey, Lord's gonna come back quick. Go on, bro.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah. So hey, nation shall rise against nation. Okay. You got people coming against people. You got nations. Hey, it's we're in a time where everyone's gonna be at each other's throats, man. Okay. That's the time that we're in. And then they went into what? It said pestilences that the brother was going into. Pestilences, all these different plagues. All the animals. And you know what I was thinking about it, as you were saying, I was thinking about like things like avian flu, mad cow disease, you know, foot and mouth, whatever they call it. All these diseases, well, part of it, yeah, Esau has his labs, but part of it is because the Lord's bringing judgment upon this place, man. Plagues upon this place. The ultimate plague that he's going to bring is the thermonuclear devices. That's a plague too, spoken of in Zechariah. We can hold that as well. And then they said what? The earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep.
You got earthquakes all over the place, man. Constantly. Okay? Ramping up as we're approaching that day. Go on, bro.
All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many.
Yeah. So there's you got all these false philosophies out there, and you got false. That's why you got to know. That's why the Lord's got to be dealing with you and leading you and guiding you in the Holy Spirit to come to the truth. Otherwise, you're out there. Okay, you might be believing in Christianity, Islam. Okay, you might have come. Hey, you know how to say there's that worldly saying, "Close but not cigar." You might have come really close. Now you know you're an Israelite. Cool, but you ain't got the 100% truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, that's why the Lord's got to guide you. And you know what? You was going into the persecution. When you read in 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, it says when it goes into the persecutions of the church, it goes into what? It says that, but the Lord's going to be the guide for you. He's going to guide you in that time. Because things like Jacob's trouble, things are going to get real hot and heavy out here, man. Okay. But at the same time, then it says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. You're going to know because it's going to be evident that the Lord's dealing with them, man. They're going to be escaping out of all kinds of things, man. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for that we're of that number. And when all this calamity is happening, that the Lord's guiding us, you know. And that's what we have faith in.
Got a scripture?
Okay.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Oh man, so Ezra was seeing these visions. And then, now, you got to think about it. Men back then, you know, they were strong, man. Strong-minded, strong-willed. They were strong men. Okay? So Ezra's, being a prophet of the Lord, he was seeing this. He was like, whoa, who's going to deliver me in those days, man?
Yep.
Go on, bro.
It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings,
Yeah.
the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers of heaven shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
You got this dog abandon its owner, man. Yeah, you don't want to be around them Edomites, man. You don't want to be around them Edomites, man.
Hey, look at this one. Hey, these animals, man, they're beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. It came all the way down here.
Look how fast he is. He ran away from his owner from all the way over there to come over here. Animals are spiritual, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's funny because that's part of the judgment too.
Yeah, dogs to tear.
Dogs to tear.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, if you're being protected by the Lord, you're gonna be all right. Ain't no dog's gonna be tearing you, man.
That's it.
You know. You read that again, for sure, bro.
Yeah, man. Damn. It says the beginning of sorrows, verse 18, in 2nd Ezra 16. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death.
Ooh, great death and famine, man. It said great mournings. Why do you mourn? You mourn when someone dies, right? So how much death is there going to be on the planet? A lot of it, man. There's going to be so much death. Forget the funeral. They ain't got time to organize that. You know, people. That's what Jake loves to organize these funerals. There ain't really no time for that. There's going to be so much death, man. Okay? You know, people are going to start funerals, but I'm just saying, like, the mentality is, you can be, when you walk down the street, you just see a dead body covered up next to a tree. That's when you know what time you're in, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? 999. People rely on 999, 911 over there in America. Okay? Emergency lines. Well, the emergency lines are going to go too. The people that run the emergency lines, they're going to be worried about their own life. What's that movie, man, where the guy... What's that movie? It's like one of them end-time movies, and he's in the store, and then he thought the cop was going to come for him, but the cop was trying to get some nappies. Was it World War Z?
I think it was World War Z.
He was trying to get nappies for his kid.
Yeah.
You know, it was a Jake policeman. You know, I remember that, man. Go on, bro.
Khan. It says the beginning of wars, and it says the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
Hey, famine and great death, man. Famine. What about all these food shortages that they're talking about? Okay. What about all these diseases on the animals that they're talking about? Okay. When you got factories being blown up and broken down and shut down. Okay. Train derailments, poisoning up the area. Okay. So look, man. And that's orchestrated, man. Okay. The devil is doing what he's doing because he wants to basically get you into such a situation where you're so desperate, you're going to have to rely on him for the solution for your life. And he's going to present the solution, man, on a silver platter, okay, which is the MOTB, okay? You take this and we'll look after you. We'll give you rationing. Also, you have the credits. Don't worry, man. You'll have the credits to be able to go and get what you need from the store, okay? So that's the time that the Lord... That's the time that the Lord's got this place in right now, man.
And they're already showing you that they're going to do that. Because, you know, they've got the World Coin. You know, they've got the UBI system, Universal Basic Income. So they're already preparing to give people the goodies to accept this new system that's going to be functioning on the earth, man.
Yeah. He's going to come out from all angles.
Yeah.
The celebrity angle we mentioned, the goodies. You know, there's another angle which is you know, like you see them adverts. There might be an old man in the forest. And suddenly he just has a heart attack. You want to know where he is at all times. And it'll blur out. You know, or the children might be playing in the playground. And it might be a guy that comes up with an ice cream van.
Yeah.
Shady looking guy. And it's like, you want to know where your children are at all times.
Yep.
Because what do? They chip the horses, chip the cats, chip the dogs. Mandate that shit, right? Well, look, man. Same thing with those animals. They're looking to chip the people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's their goal, man.
Oh,
Forget animals. They're looking to chip the people.
That's it.
Go on, bro. So like,
No, sorry, bro. In the UK, they actually done a trial where they took, I think it was 3 people out of work, and they started paying them the UBI to see how they will cope on a month-to-month basis. So they've done the trial in the UK,
right.
you know? So it's still happening. They're just taking people out of work, saying only go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you don't have to go. They're doing all kind of different trials.
You know what that reminds me of? The new thing, hybrid working. You know, some days you work in the office, some days you can work from home.
That's it.
So they're doing that. They're actually doing it where they're doing the UBI, like you can take these days off.
Yep.
That's, man.
They've been doing it, man.
Yeah, where we at?
I still got Matthew 24.
Now, was that done on second or was that?
No, there's a bit more.
Let's read a bit more and then we'll go back to Matthew 24.
Alright, it says, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Hey, sent as scourges for amendment, man. Okay. But is this place going to, you know, continue in its wickedness? Yeah, until the Lord comes and destroys it, man. All right. But, and do they ever attribute this to the Lord? You know, when there's a great earthquake or a great thunderstorm that takes the lives of many people, do they go on the news and say, well, you know, this has happened because we went up against the God of the Hebrews? Do they say that? They don't say that, man. Okay? They try and explain it through their pseudoscience. Nah, that was a judgment from Yahweh Shmi Al-Shai. He's the one that's in the storm, man.
Yeah.
He's the one that brings the earthquake, all of that. He's the one that decides who dies and who doesn't. You know?
The closest they come to doing that is when something's really bad, they'll say it's of biblical proportion.
Yeah.
That's the closest they'll come to saying, yeah, maybe it's the Lord. Yeah.
And you know what? We're coming into a time, you want to talk about biblical proportion, you know, proportions, right? The sizes of something. Well, the whole earth is going to be engulfed, man.
Yep.
The whole earth is going to be in turmoil. Daniel, the 12th chapter, the 1st verse. A time like never before. You know? That's the time that we're coming into. You got to think about the time of Noah. The whole earth got flooded, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's bringing fire this time. So, hey, the time we're going into is a heavy time, man. That's why when the prophets were seeing it, they were getting sick. They were thinking about, well, who's going to save me from this, man? You know? The coming destruction. And you got people that were out there trying to teach that they know Jacob's trouble. And flipping and flopping, man. The scriptures clearly say it, Jacob's trouble. It's in the scriptures, Jeremiah the 30th chapter.
It's there, man.
What do you mean they know Jacob? Come on, man. So we're coming into that time. And you know, I mentioned the plagues. Can we quickly just jump to Zechariah? It talks about the main plague. Go on, huh?
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12.
And this is the main plague that the Lord is bringing upon this plague. There's all different plagues, but this is the pestilences. But check this plague out. Go on, huh?
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
So you got to think about it. What can do that, man? That's that thermonuclear destruction. And they show you an example of that in the movies. Terminator 2. Was it? And isn't that movie called Judgment Day? Terminator 2.
Yeah, Judgment Day, yeah.
The Judgment Day is coming, man.
That's it.
Where do you think they got the guy that directed it? Where do you think he got the idea from? The same guy that did Titanic. James Cameron, I think it is.
Yep.
You know? So imagine that. They showed you an idea of what it's going to be like in the movie, but that's nothing compared to, because she was on the railings. Her bone was there, so you could see it's going to be complete annihilation, man, on an atomic level.
Yeah.
The bones are going to go too. You know? Your bones are going to go too, man. And when the Lord banged the lasers to them
The wilderness.
in the ships, in the prophecy, when the Lord's going to bring the
lasers.
lasers. That lasers technology, it says there was nothing to be perceived but dust and smell of smoke. Dust. You know? So, hey, the Lord's bringing that fire, man. Through the thermonuclear destruction, the plague, the ICBM nuclear missiles, and from the lasers from the chariots.
Quick precept.
Which was that same technology in the wilderness too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord did blast them.
Blasted them, man.
You know, fucking laser pinpointed them niggas.
Yep.
Hey, like they show you that in War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You know, because it's funny because I did a video on it in the week, and there's a picture of War of the Worlds of Tom Cruise. One of the pictures is of him being in shock and awe, but then he's got all dust all over him.
Yeah.
And I thought about that dust and smell of smoke because
Okay.
people were getting zapped, but they would turn into dust.
That's it.
You know,
That's
As
gotta
he
be the
dodging
spirit.
the laser beams and shit.
Yeah. That's
You
the
know?
spirits. I referenced that in my video last night. War of the Worlds. Talk about the same thing, the dust.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the spirit, man.
Time.
I got a
Yeah.
quick one.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 9:7. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will melt them.
Read that again. Read that again.
Jeremiah 9:7. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will melt them.
Man, melt. You know?
Go.
Man, so it's there. The Lord's gonna looking to melt, man.
Yeah.
He's bringing. You're like, you know how they say like, the melt wax figures. You know?
Yeah.
Well, the Lord's looking to melt people, man. How about
That's
that?
right.
The Lord, Pompeii. Lord melted people there.
Yeah.
You know, from the inside out.
Yeah, boiled them.
Yeah.
Hey,
he
mind
melted
you,
them.
remember that scene? Did you mention Terminator 2, Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Remember when the end scene with the lava?
Oh yeah, when he's going in.
Oh, yeah.
But didn't the liquid man, he got melted. Remember he was in there?
Yeah.
Hey, people are going to be doing like what the liquid man, the villain in
Yep.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. People are going to be flapping around like him.
I'm gonna be fucking melted, man.
Yeah, hey, just like because the scripture says that America is going to be turned into that lake of fire.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. That's right. Go on, bro.
I got a quick. You got more?
No, that's on that one.
I got a linebacker. This is Malachi 1:4.
Oh man. Yeah. Go on. Fire that.
It says, the subheading says the coming day of judgment.
Yeah.
It
That's
says-
Judgment Day. Go on, bro.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. It says Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Hey man. So the Lord's looking to melt these people. To get rid of them by way of fire, man.
Yep.
All right. And he says what? Burn as oven. And I ain't talking about like your commercial oven. You go and put a
250.
yeah,
Yeah,
250.
250.
Turn everything up to 250. Blast it. Nah, man, I ain't talking about that. Them ancient, ancient ovens, man.
Yeah.
Real hot.
Yeah.
Like they got, like Elam have got what tandoori ovens.
Yeah.
You know, you see them videos where they get the dough and they'll go in and they'll slap it. With
1 second.
And they'll use like a wooden paddle. They'll slap it and it'll be cooked in like 2 seconds and they'll
Yep.
bring it back out.
Straight.
You know, and I've seen in Turkey when I was young. I've seen them like hot furnaces, man. Even over here, in certain places you can see like pizza shops and stuff. They got pizza oven. There's some really hot places, man.
Yeah.
But the Lord's gonna, the fire that the Lord's bringing, man. Hey, this. So imagine you're actually in the oven,
Yeah, turn your ass into a tortilla, man.
right? You're actually in the oven.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between like getting licked by fire and actually being in the oven. The day's gonna come when it's gonna burn like the ovens, and you can't escape it. Okay, everyone on the shores of America that ain't of the elect. Okay, brother called it earlier, lake of fire. When you got a lake of fire, and you're going for a swim, and you're in the middle of that lake, and you ain't going nowhere quick.
Damn.
You know, imagine a tidal wave of fire coming towards you. Doesn't that scripture talk about the besom of destruction? Like a broom, you see the dust coming off it. When that nuke hits on the epicenter, you're gonna have the waves coming out. You know, that's what Thingy got hit with. What's her name? Judgment Day, Terminator 2, Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah.
That's what Sarah Connor got hit with. She wasn't there right where it dropped because she saw it. She saw the light and it came to her, but she still got. Look, man, go look up the destructive power of ICBM missiles, man. There's you got Edomites that will break that down step by step of what happens. Nuclear radiation. Okay, did you know that they said that just from seeing the light flash you can get blinded.
I was about to show a picture. Let me try and get it. Yep. It's famous picture from that time. You know, looking at the blast. As you can see, her eyeballs are consumed away, just like it says in the scripture.
That's the spirit.
What was that, Hiroshima? Was it?
Yep.
The atom bomb?
Yep.
And how much more powerful are these nukes?
Exactly.
Now we just started looking at it.
So looking at it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Because I was watching one breakdown, man. I was watching with Odomar and Aman. Like 2 years ago or something, this guy he does these videos and he was breaking down step by step of what would happen in a nuclear attack, right? And one of the things he mentioned is like even people at a certain amount of distance, they still they can get blinded from it.
Wow.
So imagine that the whole place is going to be, what the scriptures talk about, the warheads, 200 million missiles, the warheads, man. The Lord's bringing that destruction. He ain't messing about. He's using every arrow, man. He ain't sparing none. Go on, bro.
Yet it says, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up. Saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah. Utter destruction, man. That's what the Lord's bringing. And once the Lord brings this fire, after that, you have what? Okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, man. Alright? Even Israel is going to take that. Israel's going to get hit with a nuke. Going to have to revitalize that land. I remember Apostle Gabar did a video some time ago, and he even went into fire is like a cleansing agent too. You know? It's destruction and it's also cleansing. Even, I think Gad used to even like, when they used to move from one place to another, they used to burn the crops a certain way so that it would revitalize the land, nutrients. You know, there's a certain, I forgot the wording for it, but there's a technology to it. A technique to it. You know? Go on, bro.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse...
Oh, so like you're cauterizing a wound, then you go open wound and they cauterize it with fire, and it closes it up. Example, man. Go on, bro.
Isaiah 13 and 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Ooh, man. So people are gonna be in major distress, man. Okay? They're gonna get destroyed, man. Heavy. Okay? Can you imagine seeing that missile coming towards you? And there's no way you can do, nothing you can do. Esau's solution to that was making a comedy film saying, "Don't look up." That's like, you know, that's like you're trying to hide from something, so you hide in what you can see. That doesn't hide what's going to happen.
Right.
You know? People try and ignore, that's what they call it, blissful ignorance. Well, you can remain in that ignorance until this destruction comes. Then you're gonna have to face it. When you have to face something that you ain't expecting, man, what is it? It's got amplified shock factor. And that can do a lot to your psyche, man. That can bug you out, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Even to this day, you have people in world wars that were getting shell-shocked just from the noise, just the horrors of war, you know? Go on, bro. Or PTSD from wars. Go on, man.
And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain, as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Oh, man. Damn, man. See how the scriptures, they're descriptive, man. The flames are going to be as flames. That's that lake of fire, man. Okay, that's the destruction that the Lord's bringing.
And I thought it was a tiger.
So, knowing that that's what's going to come, should you be then making mirth? You know? What's that in Ezekiel? And can we get Isaiah, was it 9 as well, please?
9 and 5?
Yeah, 9 and, I think it's 9 and 5, 9 and 6.
Yep.
About the ancient wars and the wars.
Yeah, 9 and 5. It's Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. And it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood."
So that's what the ancient wars were like. Okay? Garments rolled in blood, confused noise, shields and swords clanging to each other. Go on, bro.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
That's what this war is going to be about, man. Burning and fuel of fire. Pure fire, man. And it's, you know, the Lord's actually bringing that element. When you think about it, the Lord, you read about it, Noah, he flooded the earth, he brought water. This time he's going to bring fire. And that's in the Apostle Peter spoke on that. You know? Was that 2 Peter 3, I believe? You want to get it up, or where have you got?
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Oh, there's shock factor. Shock factor for those that don't love the appearing of the Lord. So he's going to come as a thief in the night, man. Okay, thief in the night don't just, come and knock on your door. Okay, comes unannounced, and it's going to be unannounced to those that aren't watching. We're gonna be watching, and we're gonna know. We're expecting the return of our Lord. So he ain't coming as a thief in the night to us, but it is to the majority of the people on the earth. Go on, bro.
Yep, it says, and it says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise,
Yep.
and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So Esau's place, this place is going to be destroyed by way of fire, by thermonuclear fire, okay, and the lasers from the chariots. Go on, huh?
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Oh, hey, let's talk about some of the works, okay? These cities that he's got, okay? Over there in America, you got these skyscrapers, you got monuments, you got all kinds of things in there. That's all going to be burnt up, man.
Yep.
Idols,
Yep.
it's all going to be burnt up.
Churches, mosques.
And when Habakkuk spoke about the destruction, he said, Lord, was you angry at the rivers? So the Lord's bringing so much destruction. That place is going to be, remember, it's going to become a desert land.
That's it.
Go on, bro.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be?
Man, all these things shall be dissolved, man. So if you're thinking of the destruction that is coming to America, what kind of manner of person ought you to be? This destruction that's coming up on the earth. If you know that it's going to be completely destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right? That's why the scriptures talk about all holy conversation, man. And godliness.
That's it.
It says, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah. So what's that, man? This word, okay? Doing the righteous acts, okay? Not speaking idle words, anything outside of the scriptures, man. Okay? That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the truth. Go on, bro.
Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. Okay? Things are made up of elements. That's going to be burnt down to a crisp. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're hastening the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay? And this man's wicked kingdom. That's why when people get offended. We used to have that sign. I think we still got it. We used to hold up. You remember the sign? It was a massive one of America just getting nuked.
Yep.
And a massive mushroom cloud.
Gone.
That's what we got to hope for, man. The destruction of this wicked place. And why wouldn't you want that? The Lord wants that. He wants to bring his indignation. He wants to pour out his cup on that place, man.
That's right. I got a scripture.
Yeah, go on.
Revelations 21 and verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Yeah. And the majority of the wicked of our people, but all of the wicked of our people are going to have to go through that, man. That's why the only ones that are going to overcome on this side are what? The elect. And be established as pillars in the kingdom, man. Okay? The elect forever. That's what the Lord's looking to do. And imagine that, the destruction the Lord's bringing. The scriptures say, to the indignation be overpassed. Hide yourself for a little while. Because the Lord's going to bring that destruction, but he's going to see the chariot, the so-called UFO, the Lord's coming. He's going to come and beam up his elect off the earth, man. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be in them chariots, looking down at this destruction, cheering. And there's a good scene. I always think about this scene, right? See, the fall of our enemies, right? Remember the movie 300? When the Persians were coming, and they were on the cliffside, and it was raining heavy, and there was a storm. And the Persian ships were getting battered and destroyed. And they were all there going, ah! They were partying, man. They were partying. And then they go, only one kept these reserved. Leonidas. And we're gonna be really happy, man, because that's one of the things that I listed, seeing the fall of your enemies. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see the destruction of that place, man. All the hell that we've been through, we're gonna see the destruction, man. Okay? That's what we believe in, and that's what we hope for. You know? They called us what? The prophets of doom.
Oh yeah.
The day of doom. That's what judgment.
Yep.
If the Lord delights in judgment, should not we be like-minded like the Lord?
Absolutely.
Right? Like our King. Is he not King David? Is he not a man after the Most High's heart?
Oh yeah.
So when the King leads, Yahweh Shai, onto David, when he leads, how should you follow? Our mindset is judgment. Judgment to to hate the wicked, man. Let me get you brothers read.
I've got a scripture real
Go on,
quick.
man.
This is because you spoke about the day of doom, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna read it in the NLT real quick.
Oh,
Isaiah 34 and 2. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is enraged against the nations. His fury is against all their armies. He will completely destroy them, dooming them to slaughter."
Damn.
Ooh.
Dooming them. Ooh.
Because he spoke about the day of doom.
Yeah.
I had the translation, it said dooming.
Damn.
So I was like, that's the spirit. I must
Yeah.
read it, you know?
Yeah.
That's right.
But let me go back to the KJV. "For the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is upon all nations, and his fury..."
What's the indignation of the Lord? Okay, what's the weapons of his indignation? The scriptures talk about that. It's their missiles, man, and the fire from the lasers. Go on, bro.
"And his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll."
Oh, so what's that talking about? The mushroom cloud, man. When you look at a mushroom cloud, when you look at a mushroom cloud, it looks like a heaven. That's when you had them ancient scrolls, right? They'll be scrolled up, and then when you unleash them, you get the guy. I forgot what they call him, but they'll be in the town like a messenger, and they say, "Hear ye, hear ye," and they'll have the scroll, them ancient scrolls, the papyrus. So when you get two scrolls that are rolled out, how do they look? They look like a mushroom cloud, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll show it on the camera.
Yep.
Look at the size. You see the size? That's like the
Man.
heavens being scrolled. That's what that's talking about, man. The mushroom cloud. So that's what the Lord's bringing. See that? So you gotta be able to see this, man. Okay.
That's what the apostles saw.
That's right.
I mean, that's what the prophets saw.
Yep.
You know, they saw the destruction. Jeremiah saw it.
Yep.
You know, Ezra saw it.
Ezra saw it. John saw it.
John, yeah.
Isaiah saw it. Isaiah 13. They all saw the destruction, man.
Yeah.
Moses saw it. Moses saw everything from the start. Go on, bro.
Yep, it says, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Oh, man. And you know these swords, man, these ICB, that's the sword. That's the great sword that's spoken of in Revelation 6 and 4. The ICBM missile, man. Intercontinental ballistic missile. They come up, they go out into the atmosphere, okay, and they go back in, man.
Yep.
You know? And then they hit their mark. Go on, bro.
And notice it said, "For my sword."
My
But,
sword. Psalm 17 and 13.
Yeah, because you had King David, he said, "Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy
Sword.
sword."
Yep.
Yeah.
So Esau is nothing but the sword of the Lord on the left-hand side.
That's it.
You know?
He's a whipping stick.
Yeah.
You know, when Zion ain't behaving, you whipping. That's basically what it is, man. He's a whipping stick. So to put who in shape? Us. Because we went against the Al-Bosh Shai. You know? But Esau is trying to go too far with this, man. The Lord's going to have to put an end to this devil, because he will destroy himself. Or what's that line going, Planet of the Apes? He will make
A desert
of your land
of your world and his.
You
Man,
know?
Don't shun him.
Because he's the man of death.
Harbinger of death.
He does not promote longevity in life, you know. Imagine he's been given this technology in these last few years, these last few decades, right? He's been given this kind of tech. That's why when Oppenheimer came out recently, and he was quoting that was it like Edomite book or whatever?
The book of Gita or something like that.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? He was quoting that. It was, "I had become of death." He said that. He was in charge of the Manhattan Project. He said that when they did that. You know? So just from then, he said, "Whoa, hold on. this is death. That's what that promotes. We ain't gonna have no ICBMs in the kingdom. There's no need for that. War no more. And Ezekiel talks about how we're gonna burn it all up. War no more, man. That's how you know this is the weapons of the Lord's indignation. He made the Smith. That's in there. That Manhattan Project and the scientists in there with their lab coats looking at the different elements and how we can do fusion, and that's all the technology the Lord's given him.
Yep.
Sodom and Gomorrah, fire and brimstone. I just think the Lord took that place out by fire. You know?
You mentioned Oppenheimer. He said we knew the world would never be the same.
Oh, there you go.
That's actually what you can find that clip of him on YouTube. He said we knew the world would never be the same. You know?
Demon, man.
That's what they are. They're doing their perfect work on the left hand side.
Yeah.
We're created to be the righteous. They're created to be the wicked. Yeah. But here you got Israelites that want to swerve into the lane of the wicked. They want to do what the wicked are doing, you know? They join in hand.
Yeah, that's beautiful that you said that, because you said perfect work on the left hand side. What's the perfect work on the right hand side? This word.
That's it.
Because it's pure.
That's right.
You know, that's how you get to perfection. Scriptures talk about that.
Yep.
You know?
I got a quick one. 2 Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So what can take, a great multitude of people from off of the earth? Them ICBM missiles, man. Yeah. That nuclear war. Yeah. That's going to take a great number of people off of the earth and send them straight back to the spiritual realm, man.
Yeah. Man, I remember I played this computer game once called Civilization. And basically, you look after a civilization, you fight against other civilizations. And I finally got up to the point where I had the technology to do a nuke. So I dropped one, right? And I saw it, the animation the game had, man. Bro, it was just pure destruction. It was just all the seat and everything that was there before, the people, it was just brown. And then it said it was so radiated, I couldn't build on that land. I couldn't even do anything with that land that I destroyed. Yeah. You know? And I just thought, I remember just playing that game, and I got to that point, I quit the game, but I remember just looking at it and I just said, man, Esau, man. Like, that's what this man is bringing.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, in that game, like the most future tech, it starts to go into space and killer robots.
Come on, man.
Ain't that the time we're in now, man? You got killer robots. You got the Star Wars program back in the 70s.
Yep.
Ronald Reagan.
Yep.
And then in the more modern times, Trump. The sixth branch of the military.
Yep.
The Space Force, man.
Come on.
Even Elon Musk, that geezer, X, sending up things up there.
Yep.
Rockets and all that. Flopping.
Starlinks and all that.
Starlinks.
Yeah.
With his fast internet. So we're in that time now, man. We're at the very, very end of this thing. When you start talking about robots on the street in the streets of China, warning people to not go outside. When you got the NYPD, advertising.
DigiDog.
Or even the MOD over here, their advertisement. Remember the one where the guy's running, then it's like a robot thing. You know, the MOD, the Ministry of Defense over here, and even the general. He said in one interview. I remember that interview. I did a video on it. He was talking about army personnel. He said, well, the way we're going to fight in the future is a bit different, because you got to think about it. We might have 20,000 troops, but we might have 30,000 robots.
Yeah.
You know, drone attacks. A lot of these attacks that happen, how are they happening? Through drone attacks, man. Okay. When you see them videos of guys out crawling with guns, and they're crawling out on the floor, and you see it's like black and white, and there's a line, and you just see something drop, and then just fire. That's all drone attacks.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are manned, but that's the technology that this devil's got right now, man. And they show you that in their shows, they show you that in their movies. You know, so the Lord, that's why, man, Ezekiel 21, man, we never read that. Ezekiel 21 talks about this mirth. People are in this mirth. That's going to be cut short very soon, man.
Hey, you mentioned about the robots and that. They show you that in that movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like a futuristic warfare where you had surrogates where people they'll use this headgear and sit in this pod, and their consciousness will be transferred into a robot. Yeah. But they were using that through futuristic warfare. They show you that the military, they were using the most advanced ones because they were hacking into robots that were actually fighting on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You know, in the desert. And every time the robots got destroyed, shit, it was like a computer game.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't fuck it up now, Morgan. You know what I mean? He would just get another headset and jack into another robot.
Yeah.
And it was like futuristic warfare. So, you know, Esau's got super soldiers too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know,
Super
robots. That's
soldiers,
like futuristic warfare, man. So, the Lord is about to pull everything out of the bag in these last days, man. Things that you ain't even thought about yet.
And this technology has been given to him. Made no mistake. We mentioned the Smith that blow off the coal. This technology has been given to him for his destruction.
Yeah.
Because remember, these armies that the brothers, we've gone into the armies, the army tech. Well, the scripture says what? The Lord of hosts. Is not the army a host? You know? So the Lord controls that. He controls these armies. Even this recent conflict in Ukraine, okay, when things started getting a bit heated, what do you see? You start seeing the chariot sightings over there. You know, making sure things go the way it needs to go. You know? It's the Lord that controls all that, man. Yeah, where we at?
I got Revelation 6.
I've got Ezekiel 21 holding.
It says, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
Yeah.
And
Let's break that down. A red horse, when you go into the word for Edom in the Hebrew, the word is adawam, which means red. Okay? So that's the people it's talking about. Now, a horse represents power. Okay? You know, really, it's talking about, it's not talking about Esau, it's talking about the elites. Because they're the ones, you know, all wars are bankers' wars. Trickling down to the average, everyday peon Edomite. Go on, bro.
and power was given to him that sat thereon
Yeah.
to take peace from the earth.
Right? Because what power was given to him, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked by Yahweh Baruch Shmi Shai. So right now he has the power, okay? And what's he doing with that power? War, destruction, taking peace from the earth. Go on, bro.
Yes, Job 9:24.
Yeah.
It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
Hey, there's a movie with Nicolas Cage, Lord of War, and that goes all into like funding of like weapons and basically their business is war. You know, when you look at like companies like the ones that make Glock, Heckler, and all that, Koch, their business is war. You know, so when two sides are having conflict, what's going on? Resources from each side, and who's funding that? Okay, these companies, man.
Yep.
All right, and who's profiting off it? Who's the owner of these companies? Okay, the international banking elite, the elite families that rule this world, that the earth is the power is being given to right now, and they're taking peace from the earth. That's wars is the racket, man. It's a way to make good money, a lot of money. You know, if you think about all the defense systems, the contracts. Go on, bro.
Who made that statement? Always buy when blood is running in the streets. Roughly paraphrasing.
I remember that statement.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly.
I'm not
who
sure
said
who
it.
it was, but one of them elites made that statement.
Well, I watched Elysium recently. In the movie Elysium, there was a woman who wanted to stage a coup. She was like the defense minister of Elysium. And she said, look, if you do this coup with me, she was talking about factory owner, she said, I'll do a contract with you for the next 15 years or whatever it was. And that's how it works. They do these contracts and they supply them with things of what? Weapons of destruction, man. But then they'll go on tabloid newspapers and news and say, oh, Iraq's got weapons of mass destruction. Or North Korea, this and that. Well, you know what? These different nations are rising up. That's in Joel. They do have nukes. They do have Iran, uranium enrichment. Okay? Russia, Pakistan, India,
Shit, even North Korea.
North Korea. So there's the only way I can say it, man, is these nations have got a missile for your ass, and that's from America. You know, even your own allies, Trident programs and all that. Your allies are going to come against you. You can see France, man. Anyone with an eye can see France is progressively getting more pissed off with Babylon. You know, so we're seeing prophecy unfold before our eyes. Even Turkey. You know, my dad watches Turkish news all the time. All right. And we always go back and forth. I'll be like, what's in the news, Dad? Tell me this. What happened with that? What happened with this? When they put that plane down, okay, America gave them that torpedo. We'll put that, you know, torpedoes like, they basically said, look, go ahead. They gave them the go ahead. Okay. What did they do? They put that plane down and then they had problems with Russia. Now all of a sudden they're doing contracts with defense, how to get like the anti-missile systems from Russia. And that goes into the prophecy in Ezekiel 38. This is all about prophecy. Go on, huh?
Yeah, you had Ezekiel 21.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
What?
Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 9.
Yep.
And it reads, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
So that's part of that going into that text. Okay? How can we, you got hypersonic missiles, all right? How can we make this more efficient? Because when you go to the Imperial War Museum in London, you got like the early rockets, the rocket technology when they had a space race, they were sending up rockets and all that. Well, the rocket technology basically ultimately led up to what? The ICBM technology. Because that's just nothing but a rocket with warheads in it, man. You know? And then eventually when it gets to a stage, what the rocket part, the fire, the fuel part comes off and it goes and hits that its mark and causes a destruction. With their head, they hurt, man. You know? Yeah, go on, huh?
And it says, it is furbished that it may glitter.
Right?
Should we then make mirth?
So should you make mirth knowing that this destruction's coming? No. Alright? For the people, as it's written, man, the coming of the Son of Man, people are going to be marrying and giving in marriage, eating and drinking. Basically, in that party, peace and safety spirit. That's why the scriptures talk about sudden destruction, man. When your house comes, it's going to be quick. It ain't going to be no long, drawn-out battle. You know? The Lord's going to take this place down quick, man. As fall as lightning.
Oh, yeah, it's lightning.
If we can get that, Bob Shaw.
Hey, can I quickly read this one?
Go on, now.
This is back in Isaiah 34, but this is in the NLT.
Okay.
And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens,
Yeah.
it will fall upon Edom,
Yeah, oh, yeah. I do, yeah.
the nation I have marked for destruction.
Oh, damn. It's funny because through the spirit I kept saying mark. It hits its mark.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, man. You know? The Lord's got the scope here on you.
That's right.
On Esau, man. To bring destruction upon his kingdom. You know? The Babylon is going to be that great example, you know?
Yeah.
Of what not to do. Because that's like Esau's cash cow. That's his military might. That's really his might. Babylon.
Well, when you go into the KJV, it speaks about Idumea,
Right.
okay, which is a capital city of the nation of Esau, Edom, you know, which spiritually today represents America, which is Babylon, you know. So that's definitely talking about Babylon the Great. That's Esau's main stronghold right there, which is going to be destroyed, you know. It says, verse 6 in the KJV, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in. Oh, excuse me, I made a mistake. Idumea.
I was just
That's the
thinking
Greek
about
way
it.
of saying Edom.
I was just looking at
I was looking
I was
wait,
like,
hold on. I was like, because Bosra, you get Bosra.
yeah, Bosra's a capital city.
Yeah. It says, for the Lord have a sacrifice in Bosra.
Yeah.
Bosra, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That's
Yeah.
So Bosra, ancient capital city of Esau, Edom. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's right. And the modern day Bosra is where? America, man.
That's it.
And you know, I was thinking about that. Well, when you say that, that's the military might. That's the example you make, and everything goes from there.
Yep.
Right. But when you look at Esau, he's got what? He's got his financial capital over in England. Okay, London. Then you got the spiritual capital over there in the Vatican, Rome. Okay. Then you got his military, which is what? Washington D.C., America. And you know, in that movie Troy, when he had Achilles come up against the army, and he took out their best warrior, he said, "Is there anyone else?" So who's the highest military might upon the earth right now? America spends the most on the defense budget. Okay, that's the power of the earth. But so imagine that Esau and the Lord's gonna come and just crack the whole. How is the hammer of the earth? And let's get that. How is this?
Hammer of the whole earth?
Yeah, the hammer of the whole earth. Let's get that. Babu Shah, man. Jeremiah. What's that? Jeremiah 50? So the Lord's going to make an example of that place, man. No one can say no. You come and take it. It's like the bully in the playground. You come and smack the bully in the face and you can't do nothing. Everyone else that was cowering, oh shit. You know? This is the new one in town where Yahweh Shai is going to take this place over, man.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23.
Yeah.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder?
The hammer of the whole earth. That's what it's called, man. okay, putting things into place, messing with governments. America's just that playground bully, the one with a stout look, okay, telling people what to do, how they need to run their country, interfering in everything, okay. They got military bases all around the earth. That's how you know it's an empire. But how is it broken down? The Lord's gonna break that down, man. Go on, bro.
And broken. How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
How is Babylon among the nations? When you look at America, that's like the epitome. That's like, whoa. In terms of like Esau's culture, you know what he set up. That's like the top.
Yeah.
Everything in America is bigger.
Yeah.
You know, the food, the entertainment, everything. If you want to make it big, you got to go to America. Well, America is going to be destroyed. It's going to be made a massive example of the whole earth, the whole the whole land of America is going to be on fire, man. And then it's going to be, when that fire calms down and smoke come going, eventually it's going to become a desert land. So that when we look at it in the kingdom, well, that's Babylon. That's the Lord's destruction.
Yep.
And America's a big place. Wow, the Lord brought destruction to this place. You know, that's greater than the destruction that was happening before.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's a beautiful land also, but the Lord can just do away with a beautiful land just like that, like it's nothing.
and you know what's beautiful? Pastor Hall was doing in a recent video. He was talking about how Russia is many times bigger than America, right? And I was watching this random video of like this Russian inventor. And then before I could hear the video, I just saw like the image, and I thought the guy was in America. It had like that American kind of look. But then I was like, oh, Russia. Russia's got some beautiful places too.
Right.
You know? And America's a beautiful land, but the Lord's going to destroy that. The Lord's got many beautiful lands. The main land he's got is what? Israel. You know? The Lord's got Israel, man, which is going to be beautified. You know? Golden. You're going to have Jerusalem, man.
That's it.
You know? The epicenter, man. That's going to be the capital. Wow, now. Where we at?
Yep,
Yeah.
verse 24,
Yep.
Jeremiah 50. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, putting the people's, Lord's people into slavery, pushing out all kinds of wicked philosophies on the earth. Okay, LGBTQ, okay, democracy, all these things. And blaspheming, they're coming up against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, so the Lord's got a heavy judgment for that place, man. A heavy judgment. When the Lord brought us out of Egypt, he destroyed Pharaoh and his army. But Egypt was continuing.
Yeah.
Okay, now the modern day Egypt, America, that's going to be just destroyed. There ain't going to be no continuing. Say the Arabians should not pitch tent there. Ain't no business going to be happening there. No one's going to wait for it to die down and do a little flight over there. No, it's done. It's just going to be, when you look at it, it's just going to be a desert land with desert dwelling creatures. You know?
Quick scripture.
Yeah.
Because you spoke about America like being a beautiful land, right? This is Joel chapter 2 verse 3. A fire devoureth before them,
Oh,
Yeah.
and behind them a flame burneth. The
yeah.
land,
Talking about the nukes. Go on, bro.
the land is as the Garden of Eden.
Which is the Garden of Eden. That was beautiful. Paradise. Right? A beautiful land. Go on, bro.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them,
Right?
and behind them a desolate wilderness.
And man, I'm telling you, in that game, man, that's what I saw. I saw a desolate wilderness, man. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, real world examples. That's what they're basing on in the games. You know? Desolate wilderness, man. Desolate. So that's what's going to be coming to this place. You know? And that's a beautiful scripture on that point, because that's exactly what it is. Because America is a beautiful land. You got all kinds of, you know, beautiful things there, man. The nature, you know? But it's going to get touched. You know, the Lord, how about this? The Lord made that land to destroy it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the power of the Lord. You know? He can just be like, well, I made this, but I'm going to get rid of it now. And it served its purpose. And the purpose of Babylon, you know, because what we went over there, Solomon was sending ships back in the day, okay? Then you had what, the tribes go over there. Okay, you got Gad over there.
Yeah.
Ephraim, all that, the tribes went over there. We're living there, then you had Esau come over. Okay? to this day, building up America of the blood of these people, okay, shedding the blood, having us in hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery, okay. The wars, killing our people, breaking peace treaties. I was reading about the Seminole Wars. So it served its purpose, man. This place is on its way out, and you know the Lord said, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, thence will I bring thee down."
Yeah.
America been going down, man. Okay, pretty much what you had in the 70s. This truth was coming out, really flourishing. And the Lord even had the spirit where Judah and Ephraim were coming together, not according to knowledge, but they were coming together. You know, different political parties and stuff. They were coming together, marching on the street.
Yeah.
You know, and then the Lord had what? The truth amongst that. High priest Abba Bivens, okay, from the Old Testament and the New, breaking it down how it should be broken down, man. And that's come down, trickled on to this day where we've got 100% truth. Starting with our apostles and elders, man, on down. So this place is, America has served its purpose. That's why it's on its way out. I was watching one video a brother posted, and it was just people who were just on drugs, just in like tent cities,
Philadelphia, and
all of that just messed up. And but it was like for ages, man. I was like, man, America's done.
yeah,
You know, and it's just on its way out. There's only thing waiting for America now is a nuke. You know, nukes. You can say plural. Yeah, any more on that, bro?
Nah, pretty much. I got another one.
Come on, we can get Isaiah 13 as well.
Yep.
Revelation 18. You know.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, so there was a time when the Lord delivered us out of the land of Egypt. And you know, the other nations that were round about, they heard of what the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai did to the Egyptians. Okay, go on, bro.
But the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai liveth,
So there was a fame to it. You know? Go on, bro.
that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north,
What's the land of the north talking about? That's talking about America. Go on, bro.
and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will
Go on.
and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
So let's go into that. So the destruction that the Lord's bringing this time is going to far out eclipse that what happened in Egypt, man, and the deliverance too. Okay, it's going to be a spectacular deliverance through them chariots, man. So imagine that the whole land is going to be put on fire, but the elect are going to get beamed up out of that fire. That is just, man, that is just beautiful. And to be able to see that destruction from the chariots and the whole world, and it's going to be televised too.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
America being destroyed. And it's funny because when they in that movie V for Vendetta, like one of the TV hosts, he was talking about America. He was like, "Oh, Serica," right? And this was a nation that had it all, right? And he was going into it, and one of the things that they showed in the flashing images was a nuke hitting it, man. Okay, so they show you that in their movies. Okay, that place is going to get completely destroyed. Now, it went on to say that the Lord was going to bring us back into our own land. So, should you get a passport, all right, and apply for citizenship over there in Israel with them small hats with Amalek? No, that's not what you should be doing, man. Okay, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to establish us back in the land of Israel. Which, by the way, the land of Israel is going to eat a nuke. Okay, so even if you're over there, if you're of the elect, then you can't be there until the Lord puts us back there.
that's it.
Because we got to replenish that land, redo that land up, man, the way the Lord wants it.
When you got that community over there that actually did go over there, and now they're being deported.
Yeah,
You know, they're being deported now. I think they're from Dimona, Israel, something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, the government is, you know, basically making moves to deport them back to the land of America, man. You know,
What business do you think you've got over there, man?
that's it.
Hey, you had the Palestinians over there, okay? Esau came in and took over that, you know? And they're heathens, they're in their land anyway. So
Exactly.
they can do it to them.
Jake among them too.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Jake among them too, that's right. But they're coming over and doing that. So what business do you have over there, man? You know?
Quick script.
Go on, man.
Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of all the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel.
Oh man, so it's gonna be given to us, man. Okay, and the scattered, all right, are gonna have to be gathered, and the elect are scattered all around, man. Okay, and you got a brother down in Australia, brothers all over Europe, brothers all there in America, in South America. Okay, we're all over the planet, man. Believers that are watching, you got people watching all over the place. I remember years ago the apostles were talking about how there was even someone who did like a Chinese translation of one of their videos. Okay, subtitles or something. So there's people watching all over. People, Philippines. Okay. So this word is global, man. Okay, it's encompassed the whole earth. It's gone out to the ends of the earth. Okay, America, all of that. And that's how you know that we're at the time of the end. So that has to happen. And after the gathering, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to be putting us back into our land. Okay? Not in this default state it's in right now. You got Tel Aviv over there, Pink City. You know? LGBT. No, that's not our land. And that land is cursed anyway. They had to bring, is it called the kibbutz? Was it called the kibbutz? They had to bring
import things.
They had to import like certain trees and things to replenish.
Oh yeah.
It's a cursed land right now.
Dead land, man.
The Lord's got to lift that curse, man.
That's it.
You know? And remember, there's blood spilled over there. What do you think? You had the Crusades, all of that, man. Jacob kept trying to go over there. What do you think the Kingdom of Heaven movie is all about? Salah ad-Din coming and all that. That land ain't had peace for. Shall there be peace in the Middle East? They say. That land ain't had peace since 70 AD.
Yeah.
You know. But it's gonna have the peace when the Prince of Peace comes.
That's it.
Yahweh Shai. That's one of his titles. What's it? That's in is that Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 5? If I'm not mistaken, or is that Ecclesiastes?
I'll get it.
Yeah. Prince of Peace. No, Isaiah 9. Isaiah, but for sure. I think it's Isaiah. Let me just have a quick look. It says Prince of Peace.
I've got a quick
Go on.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities
96.
Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
And that's what's happening right now. Strangers are devouring our land in our presence, man. Okay? Burnt to a crisp. That place has no peace on it right now. Okay? So there ain't no business to be over there. Unless the Lord put us over there in its right way. Okay? Go on, huh? When we were in Israel, back in Israel, man, okay, the heathen nations are going to be in a place of captivity, building that place up. Go on, bro.
It says, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So right now, that's perfect. So right now, it's in that desolate place. And right now, you got heathens over there. You got Jake among them too. You even got Jake among the so-called Jews. You know, you got Jake among them, man. Okay, amongst those heathen, because we're scattered everywhere. You know, but you know what? Hey, that's how you know that the Lord. That's the curses. Everyone being scattered everywhere. But the Lord's gonna be the one that brings us back. But right now, you got the heathen over there defiling our land, man, doing what the hell they want. Like I mentioned, Tel Aviv. When the righteous are back in authority, okay, the people are going to be rejoicing first and foremost. Everyone hates that place. Okay? And another thing is that there's going to be war no more. So the Balfour Declaration, okay, of them getting that land, that wasn't biblical prophecy in the sense that, it's part of biblical prophecy, but that wasn't the biblical prophecy of us coming back into that land and having that land. Yeah. The Lord's going to give it to us, not through no Balfour Declaration to the Rothschilds.
Yeah, that's not
or
scripture.
Rockefellers, whoever it was with.
Yeah.
You know?
That's Esau trying to, upset the prophecy and create his own prophecies.
He's trying to be us.
Yeah.
You know? He took an identity and now he wants to fulfill the scriptures. You know? This ain't for you, man, you devil, man. You're a counterfeit. You're an esteemless counterfeit. You know? Go on.
Got the Isaiah 9?
Yeah, bro, sure.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 6.
Yeah.
For unto us a child is born.
Right.
Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the mighty power,
Yep.
the everlasting Father,
Yep.
the Prince of Peace.
Yahweh Shai, man. That's Yahweh Shai. Okay? So when he comes, what's he bringing? When he came the last time, Solomon, Shalom, okay? Going into what? Peace. So the Lord actually is coming this time, and he's bringing destruction to the wicked, and he's bringing peace unto his elect and unto his people, man. That's what the Lord's bringing through his elect. Because after that, man, after the Lord, he's going to wipe out these armies. It's done. There ain't no one be able to stand against him. It's over. When you have such an overwhelming force of power, people, they show you that in Watchmen, when he was going in the Vietnam War, and he was just like a power. He was just walking over them and just internally combusting them. And they were bursting. What were they doing? After a while of trying to fight, they just had to bow. And they're going to try to do that with Yahweh Shai. The scripture's talk about 2 Ezra 13. They're going to try and fight, but that's going to be stamped out quick.
Yep,
And that's how it's going to be in unrighteousness happening in the kingdom.
Yep.
It's going to be stamped out quick. It's not going to be like now where the wicked can just get away with it for ages. Nah. We get wind of anything, man, and we're going to find out quick too, because the angels are watching.
It goes into that in the next verse.
Yeah, go on.
Where the scripture said that every knee shall bow.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right, that's
every
right.
tongue shall confess.
Yeah, that's
Said
right, that's right.
Hey, you know that's what it means to be truly blessed when nations are bowing to you.
Oh, yeah.
So who's got to get the blessing first?
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai got to get it on the earth, his glory first, and then the joint heirs will get it
That's right.
through him.
Every man in his own order.
That's right. That was 1 Corinthians 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Verse 7, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end.
Yeah, you got 144,000. You got the elect, the tabernacles of David. That's being established. That's the government, and the government the Lord's establishing it before your very eyes.
Yep.
Okay, go on, huh?
Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom.
It's funny if I can say this. I was doing a video on the UFOs. They were doing talks about the UFOs because they're having to come out and admit it more and more. You see live stream on the news all over YouTube about the so-called UFOs, which we know they're the chariots. But as I was looking at this live stream, I looked at the views and it said 144K.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as I was watching, as I was doing the video on it, I said, you know, it was put up 4 days ago, 144,000 views. I said, the Lord, that's the 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes, man.
Yep.
You know, that's that tabernacle of David, man.
Yeah, that's the governing body in the kingdom, man.
That's it.
You know, that's like amongst the elect, you got governing body, the top echelons, and then amongst 144,000, you even got the 12.
Yeah.
The apostles that sit on the throne.
Come.
You know, and the head of that is King David, and the King David is under Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is under Yahweh. See, this thing is about order, man. Order is going to be established, and the brother's got the scripture. Can we quickly read this and we'll come back to that? Because everything must be done in decency and order. The scriptures say that.
That's it.
So even the destruction and the way that the kingdom is going to be established, the Lord is doing that within its order.
Yep.
That's right.
You can't go in this people. Well, they try to do that in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's start our own thing. The Lord ain't with your own thing, man.
Right.
That's his man.
The Lord is with his thing. How about that?
Yeah.
Try and come up with some other way. And obviously, that Esau's wicked for what he did. He's going to have to pay for that. Okay, but our people really, you're trying to build up in slavery. You can't do that. Not in the Esau's kingdom, man. That's why all these money-making schemes and trying to build up an empire in this place and I'll build my greater barn, the Lord ain't with that.
Well, that's a corruptible crown.
Yeah.
Because in this man's society, the things that you have to do in order to get those riches and those goodies, that's a corruptible crown right there. You got to prostrate yourself before Esau, man.
Yep.
You know, you got to take it up the rear end. You got to go on the casting couch, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
You know, so tell me that's not a corruptible crown. And furthermore, we're under them curses. And you spoke about Ye earlier.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was crying about what the small hats are doing. Where is he now? He ain't saying shit anymore.
Well, even before that, he thought he was trying to hit higher echelons,
Right.
but then he realized there's a glass ceiling
Yeah.
that he can't overcome.
How?
How, Sway? He said they put me out of my moment, like the Medici family and all that was going into it, because he wanted to go into basically go into his own industry, fashion. That's what that was all about, trying to build it up. But he was getting every door he was knocking on. You know, you had the Edomites there with the suits. We like the idea, but it's just not really going to work for us, or whatever he was getting rejected left, right, and center, man. Okay, because you know who the gatekeepers of the society is? Esau, because it's Esau's society. We're going to be the gatekeepers of our society. Okay, we're gonna get all the resources. We're going to be the ones that are going to be establishing things. Okay, we need a mine over here because we need to mine out that gold.
That's right.
Right? We're going to be putting out the contracts, the employment, if you will.
Continually.
Continue with it. Yeah, go on now.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 23. But every man in his own order.
Yeah.
Yahushai, the first fruits.
Right.
Of,
Yeah, go on.
afterward, they that are Yahushai's at his coming.
So there's an order to things, man. Yahushua and then he's elect. Alright? There's an order to how it's going to happen, man. Okay? Yahushua's got the glory in the heavens. He's glorified, but he needs to get in. He needs to come in and stamp that down on the earth. That's what he's going to do. Okay? Now the brother quoted earlier, every knee shall bow. And then the next part says, and every tongue shall confess that he is the Lord. Yahushua HaMashiach. And that's going to have to happen, man. Okay? Because look, the Lord created this place in the blueprint of Yahweh and his Father. Yahushua and the elect created this place. So you know when you create something, you got to get the credit, man. You know? The credit. Well, imagine that you made something like an invention, and you got other people just using your invention however the hell they want. That's why the scriptures say that the Lord's going to come back to the earth that he made.
That's right.
And he's going to visit the earth that he made. And part of it, his visitation is the different judgments and destruction he's bringing. But ultimately, it's going to be him coming with the brightness of his coming, man. Okay? This is my earth, man. What are you talking about? This is, what did the Lord say? The earth is your, the footstool.
That's his footstool, yeah.
Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool.
Yeah.
This is the Lord's footstool, man. But you got. That's why the Lord looks at these other nations. It's like drops in a bucket. You're nothing. That's why Esdras was saying, Lord, these heathens that have ever been reputed to be nothing or have become lords over us. How long are we going to endure this? You know, was not the earth made for our sakes? Imagine that. This earth that you're looking at right now, this Idun that it's going to be transformed into, was made for our sakes.
Yeah.
And many more planets after that. So that's what the Lord's got planned for his people, man. Alright? But you got other people that want to reject that. Fine. Go on, bro.
Verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh,
Ooh, yeah, go on.
even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule.
So the Lord, so in order for the Lord to establish our rule, which is basically his rule that he's sharing with Israel, the princes of the power, okay, he has to put down all other rule. That goes into the crowns, all the other crowns of these nations. He needs to put all these governing bodies down, man. Anyone that tries to come up against the Lord, he's gonna bring them down. Go on, bro.
And all authority and power.
Yeah, so there's going to be no authority other than the Lord's authority and what he establishes. Go on, bro.
For he must reign.
He must reign. Why? Because he's the King of Kings. Okay? We're going to be made a nation of kings and priests, right? Establishing the law upon the earth and as a king ruling the earth. But then you've got the King of Kings. Go on, bro.
Till he have put all enemies under his feet.
Yeah. So if you put an enemy under your feet, man, they're done. They're crushed at the neck. They're bowing down to you. They're finished. So that's what the Lord's going to do, man. Okay? And that's what we're waiting for and hastening for him to do. Because, hey, through faith, we believe that we're going to get a piece of that too. Because all Israel are going to be saved in the Lord, ultimately, in the kingdom. But it starts with the Lord's elect. So we want to be there on the first go-around with the Lord, up in the chariot, you know, basically enjoy at the destruction that the Lord's bringing on this place. But we're not going to, and you know, we're not the ones bringing the destruction. Yahushua is bringing the destruction. We're doing our job now. See, that's the thing. The Lord's already set us out to do the job. He said, what? Send for many fishers, and then when I send for hunters. And when Yahushua approached the disciples, he said, what? Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. Our job is just to put this word out there and gather in the elect. Once we've done our job, okay, the Lord's going to do his part, which is what? Look, I've got this. I'm going to take this man down. Me. Okay? And there was none else. There was a scripture. And Isaiah 63 goes into that. The destruction that the Lord's bringing to this place, man.
Yep.
Which we can read that. So Yahushua is gonna be the one that's gonna devour and destroy it and save this place. Save Israel and destroy this place, so like I say. Okay? And then he's gonna give it onto us. Look, I've taken over this place. Okay? Now go and build. You know? Because it says in the scriptures in Isaiah 2 that a sword shall be turned into what? Pruning hooks and basically things of farming and building.
Yep.
You know?
War no more.
War no more, man.
Got Rev 2.
Yeah, go on.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25.
Oh, yeah.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
So you got to keep the works onto the end. Okay, meaning what? You can't look back and fall out. Okay? Them that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. You got to hold this gospel fast, man. Okay, until Yahweh shall come and deliver. Go on, huh?
to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
So the ones that are doing that, the Lord's going to give power over the nations. So when the Lord's bringing these nations down, he's going to establish us, give us new bodies, and we're going to have power over these other nations, man, and be rulers. We're all going to get our different, cities. Scripture say 5 cities, 10 cities. We're going to get our rule, okay, and our dominion in order under Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Go on.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Yeah, the rod of iron and the vessels of potter broken to shivers. Meaning what? It's not gonna be a non-violent takeover. Thus with violence shall Babylon be taken down. Okay, we're gonna be putting hell on these heathen nations in the kingdom, man. All right, because they put hell on our people on this side, put us into hardcore slavery, treat us like shit, man. So we're gonna come back on it, and they're gonna get it. Go on, bro.
Even as I received of my Father, and I will give him the morning star. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has said unto the churches.
Yeah, so your spiritual eyes and ears have to be open, meaning the Holy Spirit of the Lord have to be dealing with you and have unlocked you to be able to see this. You know?
Scripture.
Go on, man.
Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel
Yep.
and set them in their own land.
Yep. So so we're gonna be in our own land. Go on, bro.
And the strangers shall be joined with them,
Yep.
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yep. The Israelite foreigners. Go on, bro.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So we're gonna possess these heathen nations. Okay, they're gonna be our possession. All right, and they're gonna be following our orders. Go and get this. Go and move that bucket. Go and mine this gold or whatever. Okay, we're gonna be putting them to work, man, because we're gonna be establishing our kingdom, and we're gonna have things the way we want it, man. If you want, I don't know, man, you want your floors to be like green and gold marble or whatever, however you want to do it, then you can do that. Okay, you can do that, man, because we're gonna be able to mess with the elements as well. We're gonna be able to do it how we want, man, according to the Lord. Go on, bro.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were,
Yeah.
and they shall rule.
So whose captives are we at the moment? Starting with Esau, okay, the so-called white man. That's whose captivity we're in at the moment. We're in his kingdom, and all these other kingdoms and rulerships that took over and held people in slavery and put hell on our people, man. So we're captives right now, but we're going to be ruling over our oppressors, and none's going to be ruling over us. The scripture said, "None shall make them afraid." No one's going to be able to put any fear on Israel. We're going to be in complete, utter rulership, man. Go on, bro.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Yeah, so right now, the people on this side are the ones getting oppressed. And who are they getting oppressed by? That's evident, man. So the same ones that are oppressing us, the so-called white man Edomites, they're going to have to go into captivity, starting with their elites. That's in Psalms 149, I believe.
No.
You know? If we can quickly just jump to that, we can go back. Isaiah 14 is that's a fire. That's fire. We'll have to go into that. Yeah, go on.
Psalms 49 and 6.
Yeah.
Psalms 149 and 6.
Yeah.
Let the high praise of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
Oh, and that's another thing. You know, hey, Lord's going to bring the sword back. Okay? We're going to have that in the kingdom too. Go on, bro.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen,
Okay. You go on.
and punishment upon the people.
So that's the vengeance that the Lord's going to allow us to have, man. Okay? Punishments upon the people. So these heathen nations that have put punishment on us, well, the Lord, starting with the Lord, the avengement that he's going to get, the scripture said, what? I'll avenge mine elect. We're going to get it too. Go on, bro.
To bind their kings with chains.
To bind their kings with chains. Okay? So these like famous like international elites, the DuPont family, Rockefeller family, Rothschild family, living in how they want, living wanton, living how all the pleasures coming to them. We're going to actually gather them up, okay, put chains on them, man, and put them into slavery. All right? We're going to be putting Edomites on ships, carting them over here, carting them over there, you know? We're going to be giving gifts one to another, you know? There might be a certain Edomite that messed with you out, you know? A certain manager or whatever. And then going to put him in, I might find him and put him in chains.
Yep.
And I'm going to know. We're going to be connected through the spirit. I'm going to know, oh, you messed with my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to let you know, hey, I've got something for you.
Yeah, in the cells.
You know what I mean? He's going to be bringing to you like a gift. He's going to be looking there all hopeless,
Yeah.
in chains. You know, yeah, it's weak. You know what I mean? You know? That's
right.
Hey, we can envision these things, man.
Yeah.
And not of ourselves. The Lord has given us that. It's a beautiful thing. That's the joy. That's the comfort. Because we go into the scriptures and we can back it up in the scriptures that these things are going to happen. We're going to be sitting on thrones. Go on, bro.
Yep, it says to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written.
So hold on. There's a judgment written. Does it not say those that lead into captivity shall go into captivity? Was you not just reading about that our oppressors are going to get oppressed?
That's right, that's right. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
And the saints are the Israelites, man. Okay? And ultimately in the kingdom, man, when, you know, the wicked of our people on this side, when they come back, hey, they're going to be enjoying them even being under us and being over them, man. Right now, Jacob fruit.
Yep.
You know? We're pretty much looked at as the lowest on the earth, but really we're the highest. We're the ones that we're above all people on the face of the earth. How do we know that? Let's quickly go to the Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and then we'll go back to what we're reading. I don't want to come off Isaiah 14, but I just want to prove this point. Whoever's got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Yeah, go on now.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord, Yahweh thy power.
And the Lord speaking to Israel. Go on, bro.
Yahweh thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people, man. So you can look down on as much as you want. When you go into, they go by Jerusalem, hiss and clap their hands.
Yep.
Okay, we're a laughing stock onto these nations, but really the joke's on you. Okay, we're going to be the ones that are laughing in the kingdom. We're the ones that are going to be. You guys are going to be the ones that's going to be mourning, man. So who's got the last laugh? Us, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's the beautiful thing. So above all people. So the Lord's with what? There is a racist. Well, the Lord's with that. The Lord's with his people, man.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
racism is, isn't it? Being with your people and not being with others.
Yep.
So the Lord is with his people. Okay, we're his people, man. Israel, people on this side. That's how great we are. The Lord has chosen us. Okay? So these other nations are nothing. Like I mentioned earlier, the scriptures say like a drop from a vessel. The Lord, they're nothing, man. They're just there to serve us. But right now, see, the Lord's using Esau to punish us, man. So it's funny. Again, it's all about us. Amos 3 and 1 quickly, Bubble Show. This is how you know that everything that we're going through right now, everything, it's all prophecy, is because the Lord is punishing us. Go on, bro.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against your children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt, saying,
Yep.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Damn. So we're the ones that are recognized, that are official in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
All the rest of them are just, like I said, drops of a vessel. Go on, bro.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Yeah. I recognize you. You're my son. So I'm going to punish you for what you did. I ain't going to worry about the rest. They're going to get theirs. They're just parts of the story. They're just there. Extra characters, and they just stand in the back.
Yeah.
That's it, man. They ain't got no lines, nothing.
It's like you got children and they're playing in the playground. You recognize your son going off,
Right.
but there's a multitude of kids going off with him. You're not going to care about the other children. You're going to go in there, you're going to grab your son or daughter out, and then you're going to punish them.
Yeah.
You know? You're going to punish them because that belongs to you. That's who you recognize.
Yeah.
You're not going to be worried about the little Elamite kid or the little Bengali kid that might be there. You just gonna grab what's yours and you gonna discipline him. And that's what the Lord's done with his people.
Yeah. That's why the scriptures talk about chastising us, man.
Yeah.
As his sons.
That's it.
You know? Yeah.
Quick scripture.
Right now.
It's Sirach 17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Ooh. So you got their kings, but who's the nation of kings? The Lord's going to establish that. Israel, man. A royal people. Even in the kingdom, because you got the 2/3 of our people, Israel are going to be good, man. Because they're going to be the children of the elect. So they're going to be good. Okay? We ain't going to sin. Okay? You're going to have basically Israelite citizens, but Israelite citizens, they're going to be real good, man. Billionaires and all that. They're gonna be living good. Because look at Esau. Even his puny little wicked kingdom, which is just crap. It's just the crap, man. It's shit, pretty much. But his people are living good. You look at the average Edomite, they got good jobs. They gatekeep. They get their promotions. They live in the nice, fancy parts of the earth. Okay. And I ain't even talking about the elites. The elites are living on a different level.
They're not in trouble as other men.
They're not in trouble as other men. So that's in their kingdom, in their wickedness. Or how much more in the Lord's kingdom is established on the earth in righteousness, when everything is flourishing. When it says, when the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice. Clean air, clean water, everything's going to be, even in that, in our power, okay, our people are going to be all right, man. Okay? They're going to be all right. That's what we've got to look forward to. Okay? But, a lot of our people have been blinded because the Lord didn't want them to get this. They're going to have to get it on the other side through what? They're going to have to go through the pain first.
Yeah.
Go on now.
Quick one. 1 Chronicles 17 and 21. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people Israel?
Oh, hey, let's get Deuteronomy 4, Baba Shah, as a land back to that. Go on, bro.
Whom Yahweh went to redeem to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and terribleness, by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt. For thy people Israel didst thou make thine own people forever.
Hey, that you got to think about it. That's bad, because the Lord brought us out of Egypt. We were in a position of bondage in Egypt, which is it was a great power at that time. We got out of there. The Lord brought us out of there. Then the nations that were before us, that were in our land, he drove them out as well on the way. Okay, we were at Jericho, all of that, all those fights that we're having. Joshua was going up, Moses, when we were going up, we were taking them out through the Lord.
Yep.
And then the Lord set us up in our land, man. Okay, that was really our land from the beginning.
Yep. And modern day Egypt is what? America.
That's right.
So the same way that the Lord delivered us out from the hand of the Egyptians, the modern day Egyptians, modern day Pharaoh is Esau Edom today.
That's right.
That's it.
It says, for thy people Israel didst thou make thine own people forever, and thou...
Hold on, what? No. We got to read that little detail again.
Yeah.
Read it again, Baba Shah.
For thy... Verse 22.
Yeah.
For thy people Israel
Yeah.
didst thou make thine own people forever.
Nah, but hold on.
Ever.
I thought this was just going to be done away with and it's for everybody.
Right.
I thought salvation is just for everybody. Everyone can be saved if they just believe, right? Nah. We're the Lord's people forever. If you say that we're the Lord's people forever, that ties them with when the Lord was saying you can't go up to the heavens. We're the Lord's people forever. That's established. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right?
Yeah, set them an impossible task.
Set them an impossible task. See, we're the Lord's people forever. And you know what? It said forever. That's like, we're going to live forever.
That's it.
We're going to be the Lord's people established forever. The scriptures even go into that. When you go into Revelation, the Lord's going to be us. He's going to be with us. When we're at temples, he's going to actually be with us, amongst us.
Yeah.
The meaning we're going to be in the spirit. That is always going to be on, man, on fire.
Come.
Go on, bro.
Yep, it says, and thou, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, becamest their power.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, man. And you know what? We're going to be, the Lord's going to set us in a way where we're going to be befitting him. Right now we're a degenerate plant, man. Okay? But you got those of us that believe, that are trying, okay, that are repenting and coming back onto Him, which the Lord likes them, okay. But He's looking at the majority of our people saying, "What the hell is wrong with these people, man?" Okay, we look at our people like, "What the hell?" But we understand that, hey, it's not for everybody on this side, man. We understand that, okay. You know, Jake, a lot of Jake, man, they've learned the ways of the wicked, and then they're just going with it, man. You know.
Got Deuteronomy 4.
Yeah, go on, man.
Go on the
That
fifth
land
verse.
backs on this, because the first bit land backs on for this. Go on, bro.
Fifth verse.
Yeah, go on.
Lord, I've taught you statutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments,
Right.
even as the Lord my power commanded me.
Now, what's heavy about that is the Lord is establishing the law and giving it unto us, right, through Moses, right? Now, but check this out. In the kingdom, that's the part of the new covenant. We're gonna keep the law perfect. So the law ain't done away with. We're gonna keep it perfect, and we're gonna establish the law upon the earth as priests of the Lord. Go on, bro.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
That sets us apart, man. So you got heathens sticking their heads up fucking donkeys and
Man.
cow asses.
Yeah.
Okay, heathenistic customs. So when our people start doing heathenistic customs, you become like unto the heathen. Go on, bro.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes.
So in the sight of the nations, man. Okay, we're a special people, man. We're set aside and we're set above all the people. So in the kingdom, that's why we quote in Isaiah 2. Everyone's going to say, come on, let's go up to the house of the Lord. Okay, they're going to have to learn the ways of how to live from us. No, you can't do that. It's going to be according to the law. Go on, bro.
And say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Yeah. So we've been set apart. We're the ones that have been given this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Because, see, the instructions that are given lead on to life. That's what it leads on to, man. Okay? It promotes life. It promotes righteousness. True judgment. Okay? Right now, you got the wicked. Okay? Let's say the other end of that. You got the righteous. Now you got the complete wicked on the other side. Esau. Right now, they're in rulership. And you can just look at his society. Is there even one facet of his society that works properly? That promotes life?
Nope.
Every week we come out, every week in, week out, throughout the week we're doing videos, right? And with most of the videos we do go into exposing Esau and going into the wickedness that he's doing. Some wickedness, whether you even just mention it in the video, right? You never run out of material, man. This guy is constantly doing something wicked, constantly messing something up. There's always something new being uncovered about his wickedness. Oh, we thought it was that, but then there was this new document that shows that in 1890 that he was doing this. Nah, man, he was doing that. Wicked. So that's the fruits of wickedness. Now, what's the fruit of righteousness going to be? You know? Life, man. Eternal life. Go on, bro.
And it says, verse 8, and what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments?
So great.
Yeah, so great.
Yeah.
So righteous
Yeah.
as all this law which I set before you this day.
The heathen nations didn't have that. Okay? They weren't given unto them. We are the ones that got the instruction. We're the ones that got the name. You don't have the name. Okay? Amongst the heathen, the name of the Lord, man, that's how's it go in the scripture?
The name of the Lord is
That's
dreadful.
right, that's the word. Yeah,
Yep.
the word. It's dreadful among the heathen, man. Okay? Hey, imagine that. The Lord has made himself known unto us, man.
Yeah, it goes into that.
Go on. Yeah.
Apostle the Hardest put up a video and it's entitled, "The Gospel Mean You Nations Are Going into Slavery."
Well, that's the spirit. That's the spirit, because that's what the Lord's got us going into right now.
Yeah.
Go on, bro.
That's how the Holy Spirit works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how, look, we don't. I wanted to go into. Isaiah 14 goes into that, but I wanted to go into Isaiah 14. I was like, I like that chapter. But it's not about what I like. It's about what the Lord wants to come out. You know? We might still go into it, but the point is that we're just flowing in the Spirit. Whatever the Spirit wants out. You know? Because this ain't our words. We just come out here and just teach what the Lord wants. I was thinking about the way here. I was in the car, and I had no topics in my mind.
Yeah.
Zero, bro. I was looking at the road and just driving. And then I was like, I was like, but one thing I knew, I said, when I get to camp,
Yep.
I know that it's going to come.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it comes anyway
That's
throughout the day. But I'm just showing you an example. Basically, I'm saying, I didn't sit there and think, when I get there, man, I'm gonna get this scripture,
Yeah.
then we're gonna line up with that one. I didn't think that. Usually you can do that. You can have a list and stuff.
Come
But I'm just saying that we didn't do that. You know. But look at the spirit. Go on, bro.
Verse 7, I think I skipped verse 7, Salakia. For what nation is there so great who have the Most High so nigh unto them?
Oh, so nigh unto them. We're close to Yahweh Shmi Shai.
Right.
To the heathen nation, they're outside, man. They're not in the inner court, man. You outside. You can't come in. Go on, bro.
So nigh unto them,
Yep.
as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for.
Damn.
Hey, these Edomites, they're enjoying this, man. You know, them guys, they just walk past the four of them.
Yeah.
I see the two guys. You see, as they walk past, they both looked at the sign like, you know, bro. Let me tell you something, man. These guys, these same crackers, we get sick and tired of looking at them, man.
Yeah, right, that's right.
You know, because they kind of walk with that pomp,
Yeah.
you know, and that pride, you know.
'Cause they're
This
in
is
their-
they're in their power. This is their kingdom, you know.
That's an example of that.
That's an
beautiful.
example.
Yeah.
Exactly. They look down on us. That's our top enemy right there.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of had that Edomite pride. You can feel it from them, man.
But you know, there's going to come a time when them same Edomites, they're going to have to come prostrating and bowing down before us.
That's
Oh,
right.
I was holding that. I was actually holding that. Well, we'll finish this one, though.
It's mad because they were kind of in sync, them two guys. They both looked at the same time, like that.
That's the spirit.
They did it like that, you know.
If it's on the point, read your one, we'll come back to that.
Yeah? Okay, okay.
Get ready for them yokes of iron, man.
Yeah, man.
Get ready for them slave ships, boy. You know, no eyeballing.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't say it, I was thinking it. I was thinking about the eyeballers.
Ah,
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Because you said they looked.
Yeah, they looked,
Look,
man.
man, in Obadiah, man, please, quickly, can we just get Obadiah 1? Thou shouldest not, you know the scripture. don't you?
Yep. I'm gonna start from 10, is it?
All right, yeah.
Yep. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
Right?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
So shame's going to cover these Edomites, man. You're going into slavery. Go on, bro.
Yep. And thou shalt be cut off forever.
You're going to be cut off forever. There's going to come a time where the Edomites going to be cut off forever. Go on,
yeah.
bro.
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side,
And that's prophecy. Go on.
in the day that the strangers carried away captives
So the Babylonian was coming up against the Israelites, right? Go on, bro.
his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates.
So while they were doing that, right, what were the Edomites doing? They were helping them. Go on, bro.
And cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was one of them,
That was one of them. Why? Because you were helping them. Go on, bro. They were in a league together. Go on.
but thou shouldest not have looked.
You shouldn't have even looked. Hold on. Here we are. We're reading about how nigh we are as a people to the Lord. We're the Lord's chosen people.
Yeah.
But you think you can come, you're filthy heathen. I was like, you think you can come and do what you're doing?
Yeah.
Nah, you can't, man. Go on, bro.
Filthy heathen. That's what they are, filthy
They're
heathens,
filthy
man.
heathens, man.
Yeah.
Into filth, you know?
Laughing,
heathenistic
yeah.
ways.
They just come from eating they just came from eating sea cockroaches, man.
You know they got some dirt on them.
Dirt.
Man. You know they're dirty, man.
Dirt, man. I looked back and I just said, man, that dirt, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
That looks
dirt.
suspicious as hell, man.
They did it. Seedy
did.
motherfucking Edomite. That's
Coming all
what they
close
are.
to me and shit, man. Stay away from me, man.
They were gazing into each other's eyes like, can you hear this kind of thing?
Yep,
Like,
yep,
yeah, man.
yeah.
But little do they know, we're reading about them.
That's it.
Go on, bro.
Yes.
But they do know. Go on, bro.
It says, thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became as a stranger. Thou shouldest not have rejoiced over the children of Judah.
You should not have even looked. You should not have rejoiced. We were going down to the Babylonians. You shouldn't have even been there. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been looking at us doing that, rejoicing over it. Go on, bro. Imagine that. The scriptures ain't even talking. This scripture's actually talking about the Edomites, what they shouldn't have been doing when this was happening. Go on, bro.
In the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly.
Ooh,
In-
speaking proudly.
See that, man? These motherfuckers, man.
Brother just said it. They were proud, right?
They're proud, man.
Their pomp look. Okay. And you know what? One thing is because they got their centurions. I was just thinking about it when I went.
Yeah.
Because they got their centurions, right? Nah. Well, there's gonna come a time when you can't, man, you can't call I don't even know why I made that noise.
That's what they,
That's what they do. Yeah. Right? Not even words. Yeah. You know, weasels. Man, I can't wait, man. And the thing is, I look like an Edomite, man. So that might turn some people's heads. But there's Jakes amongst that look like Edomites. There's Israelites, people on the sign that go back to that look like Edomites, but go back to the sin of Israel. Okay, and I can't wait to take these Edomites down, man. But you know what? Wait ye upon me till I rise to the plate. You gotta wait till you have a Shiloh comes, man.
That's right.
yeah, look, you might look like an Edomite, but you don't feel like one.
But that's it. That's it.
You
That's
already
it.
know,
It's
man.
about
You know
the
who
feed.
you are. You know who you are, man.
Right.
That's them seedy motherfuckers. They gonna get. And I'm still pointing in their direction, man.
Yeah.
Every blood clot, one of them.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. Well, that's in the scriptures. Every blood clot, one of them, bro.
Oh, Jeremiah 30.
Every single one of them.
Jeremiah 30.
All that devoured thee.
It's about to get dirty. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Nah, hold on. What about that?
Ooh.
What about that one Edomite?
Ooh.
That one time, vocab. What about that one? What about like a handful of Edomites?
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, the five of them.
The five of them. Look, man, all of them.
5 guys.
All of them, and that's what we
Five
want.
guys, the
All
five
of
white
them.
guys.
All of them needs to go into it, man.
That's
Look,
right.
man.
That's right.
The way that these Edomites treat us now, okay, man, what were they doing to us in chattel slavery?
Whoa.
We're reading the accounts, but you know we actually lived through that.
Buck breaking.
Butt breaking.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, bro. Sodomizing. All of that, man.
Yeah.
See, right now, we can come out. We're in the time now. See, it's beautiful how the Lord's done it because we're in the time of the end. The curses are going on him. Right now, we come out and curse him out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. There was a time when we was in chattel slavery, man, in fear, man. There was a time when he was coming up against us with these armies, bringing us out of our lands. In our previous lives, we went through that. When your kids were terrified, man. When you were terrified. When you were having limbs chopped off. Getting whipped in the back. For many centuries, that's been happening. We keep coming back on this earth, Salakia. We keep coming back on this earth and we keep going through it. But you know what? That's okay. Because it's a punishment of the Lord. But there's going to come a time where that's going to be coming on you. Then the difference is that the Lord loves us. He don't love you, he hates you. Okay, Esau.
Yep.
So he's got a great punishment for you, man. 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, and then we're getting rid of you. Because you served your purpose. Go on, Salakia.
Now, I was going to say, it's right, you was in the spirit, bro. I was going to say this, man. Remember that scene in Django where they were punishing little Jody? You know? You talk about chattel slavery, they were punishing little Jody for breaking eggs. Remember Jamie Foxx came on a plantation, he goes, where little Jody? They're punishing little Jody for breaking eggs. And you had that one cracker that he had the scripture stitched on his shirt. Fear of ye.
Right, okay.
Shredded. Remember that?
Yeah,
Man, they were punishing him for breaking eggs. You know?
Right.
Come on, bro. Hey, even another one, 12 years a slave. Remember that little child?
Yep.
They didn't pick enough cotton on that and whatever. Remember that one? Was it that? 12 years a slave?
There was a series on Netflix that went into that too.
Oh, Underground. Was it
Underground. That's it.
I'm
Underground.
getting it mixed up.
Yeah,
Underground.
Underground.
You know? Yeah, Underground. That's the one.
Yep.
He didn't pick enough cotton, but then there was a guy that stepped forward
Gave him some.
and gave
put in
him
his
some.
bag. Yeah.
But you know, it's almost like lashes was like a currency
Man.
to cover one another in chattel slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't pick enough, though. Oh, just take my cotton. Then I can take the flesh off my back.
Come on, man.
So Esau needs to give up his pound of flesh.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And he did that to our Lord.
Yeah.
He did that to our Lord, man. The cat and nine tails. People forgot about that. I know Yahweh Shai ain't forgot, man.
Yeah.
He ain't forgot about the guys who pierced him, the guys who slapped him. The Lord ain't forgot, man. He's coming.
Precept.
Go on. And then we'll keep reading that.
Genesis 9:6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
That's right. Straight to the point, man. Okay? Because the blood that defileth the land, how should it be cleansed? By the blood of him that shed it, man.
That's it.
Straight into the point. So, the Lord's, there will be blood. Okay? But that's going to come when Yahweh Shai's coming. Go on, bro.
Yep, yeah. Back in Jeremiah 30 and 16, therefore...
And Jacob's trouble, that's Esau's trouble too.
Yeah.
That's a trouble upon the earth, man. Imagine that, we're getting chastised on the earth, but the whole earth's getting messed up. People are getting messed up for it. Go on, bro.
Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Amen. So all our enemies, which are the Lord's enemies, by the way, Psalms 83, are going to go into captivity, man. All these heathen nations are going into captivity. And there's no way, we read it in Revelation 2 earlier, we're going to, a rod of iron, man, power over the nations. We're going to put you to work, we're going to beat the shit out of you.
Beat limbs off them.
Beat limbs off of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay? It's going to be terrifying. Terrifying for you. Great for us. See, when you're in your power and you're smirking down the road and doing what the hell you want, cool. You do that, man. But you see, every action that you do, the angels are watching. We're watching. We're giving test. The funny thing is, what you just did there, what the Edomites did, we just gave a testimony. That's recorded. Okay? Recorded in the heavens, recorded on the earth, man. So they're going to have to pay for that. Go on, bro.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
See, it's almost going to be like sport, man. It's going to be enjoyable. It's a gift for prey, because we're going to be put into them, basically, we're going to be like the predators, man. We're going to be in that powerful state. The apex predators on the earth are going to be Israel. You know? We're going to be the top predators. None shall make thee afraid. No one's going to be able to come up against us in no power at all.
Nope.
Okay? But the heathen nations with their puny bodies are going to come up against the gods. They can't do that.
Yeah, feeble.
Feeble, man. What I was thinking about today, I was having before I came out, I was having a shower and I was thinking about like water. And I was thinking about that the Lord's going to give the power to sharp rain. Right? And I thought, damn, like, hold on, weather manipulation. We're going to be able to actually be like, nah, you ain't getting rain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, damn, that's power, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be using no machine to do it.
No machine. We have to know what. See, Esau uses his tech on the
Yeah,
left hand.
yeah.
He's deceiving miracles. We're gonna just do it just like the Lord did it. When, what's that account when there was a storm on the ship and he rebuked the wind?
Yep.
And even the disciples were like, "What manner of man is this?
That's
Even
it.
the wind obeys him." Go on, bro.
Zechariah 14 and 16.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall go up from year to year to worship the King.
Ooh. So you better come down, bow down. Go on, bro.
The Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts,
Oh, and you better bring gifts. The gates will be open continually. You know, go on, bro.
and to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Yeah.
And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem
Yeah.
to worship the King,
Right.
the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
There you go. So they try and do that. They're going to get judged for that. Okay? See, the heathen, man, they're going to have absolutely... That's going to be a terrifying time for them because everything's going to be working with us. Yahweh Bosh and Yahushua is just going to be with us. So there's no escape. You can't go into no crevice and no rock. You can't hide. You can't... You know, what you might say in the darkness shall come to the light.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no dark net in the kingdom, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Esau's kingdom, you can do stuff in the dark. You get the dark web.
Yeah.
You sell shit, illegal shit on the dark web. You ain't gonna be none of that, man. Ain't gonna be nowhere to hide like the brother was going into.
God.
We're gonna see everything.
That's
You know?
why he wants control. That's why he wants the MOTB.
Yeah.
'Cause you go, if I go and like, let's say I give my friend a $5. So you have a $5, right? Esau can't track that.
Right.
Okay. Now there's a tracking on the things, on the plastic notes. So if he goes and spends it, cool. But he can't track the fact that I've done that.
Yeah.
But with the MOTB, that's different. But in the kingdom, we're gonna know everything.
Everything.
How do we know that? When Yahushua went up to the woman on the well, he brought out the spiritual Google.
Yep.
on
Yep.
Yeah.
I know exactly I know what you did.
Database.
The database, man. So we're gonna have the database. We're gonna know who you were, what you did,
What you're
what you're
thinking.
thinking,
Yep.
what you're doing.
Which you might be talking to me, I'll be thinking, fucking Edomites. You're gonna hear that. You know what I mean? His thoughts are gonna be like audio to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah? And he's like, huh? Imagine that. Like your thoughts are actually possessed by us.
So that's the Lord knows how to put the terror on people, man.
Oh yeah.
And he knows how to magnify people.
Yep.
When Moses came down off the mount and he was shining, okay, when he came up, he was magnified amongst the people.
Can't.
The Lord put a fear on them, man, amongst Israel. But what do you think the Lord's going to do to these heathen, man, who are ever reputed to be nothing? Fear. The scriptures talk about the fear. Hey, even when they start seeing the elect getting beamed up, he said, "Oh, this is he who we." Sometimes we thought like he's mad and all that, you know, all that stuff there. Well, they're gonna see in the elect getting beamed up. How about that?
Quick precept, right?
Go on now.
About that spiritual database.
Yeah.
This is Luke chapter 5, verse 21. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to reason, saying, "Who is this which speaketh blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God alone?" But when Yahushua perceived their thoughts, he answering,
Yeah, go on, bro.
he answering said unto them, "What reason ye in your hearts?"
Oh.
Reason within your heart, which is your
Pull it
mind.
up.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Go on, bro.
that's pretty
Yeah,
much
that's
it.
it.
That's the
point.
point.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the point.
it.
That's right.
You know? Hey, Yahushua said, "The things that you see me do, you shall do
Greater.
greater."
Come on,
So
man.
Yahushua was able to pull up the hearts of men.
And that, you know,
Wow.
they show that just in their movies and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Even got that movie with Mel Gibson. What Women Want. They can hear all the thoughts of
Oh
women.
yeah.
They
Shit.
can hear all the thoughts
Yeah.
of women. You know, which is we're gonna be able to hear everyone's thoughts. You know, come on, man. Hey, the Lord knows what you want before you even want it. Like, you know, like you're just there when the thought comes. I'd like, and then the Lord's gonna be able to manifest it.
It's materialized.
A brother's gonna do that. You're gonna turn up at a brother's kingdom, all right? And you were thinking on that day, you might have been thinking, yeah, I'd love I don't know, I'd love some venison today. Just done this with this herb.
Yep.
And then when you're gonna be sitting out to dinner, and then they're gonna remove it and then unveil it, and it's just gonna be the exact venison you wanted, because then the brother's just gonna look at you. I mean, you know, we're playing with it, but the kingdom is gonna be dope, man.
Oh, yeah.
The kingdom is gonna be dope, man. Pleasures forevermore. New bodies. Okay, we're gonna be tapped in. See, we're tapping in these bodies. We're kind of tapping. Sometimes when you're in the spirit, you tap in.
Yeah.
You start doing stuff like things start lining up, and people start looking like, oh, he's in the spirit. You just know. And you also know what spirit is. Sometimes you know when there's demons on a brother.
God.
Trying to pray for him, help him. You
Yeah.
might not say nothing. You know.
Yeah.
And that's how it go, man. That's how it be on this side. But how much in the kingdom we're gonna be perfect, man.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, where we at?
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10.
Yep.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
Oh, so
And-
wait, hold on. Does a king lift a finger? You ever seen a king building bricks and all that, man? Okay. Look, in our kingdom, we're gonna get that stuff done for us. Okay, as rulers. Go on, bro.
And their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
So, hey, in the Lord's wrath, he's basically punishing us, but in his mercy, he's forgiven us, and that comes into the kingdom for his elect.
Tying into Isaiah 14. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Yes.
That's it.
Go on,
Th-
bro.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Oh, the gates shall be open. Why would the gates be open? We got like gates in a city. You have trade that comes in and out, right? Go on, bro.
They shall not be shut day nor night,
Yeah, go ahead.
that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Forces of the Gentiles, man. Hey, all the wealth, including women.
Oh, they are fast.
That's going to be coming, man.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get the pick of the litter.
In it, boats of women.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Pick of the litter, man.
That's
Virgins
right.
too,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah, not only these stank holes that you see now, man.
Yeah.
These twerking Instagrammers
Yeah.
with big fucking fish lips.
Come on, man.
You know?
And it's going to be what you want, what you desire. The Lord's going to give you that.
Is that what you
You
want?
know, sometimes we're in captivity right now, man. You know, you can desire things, but look, it's about the Lord's timing. He's going to be the one that's going to give you that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is corrupt as filth, man. These women are full of STDs and shit. You don't even want to touch them, man.
Yep.
We're gonna get them fresh girls, you know?
Yeah.
Them fresh. Okay? It says,
And the riches too.
yeah.
Jacob got to go and like, you know, Jake loves to talk about how they get like a medallion or a pendant or whatever. They get like something on their neck.
Cuban links.
Yeah, Cuban links or whatever. And they have to do all kinds of stuff. And most of the time, they even got a fake check. You know, the guy that goes around with a check is if it's real.
Yeah,
You seen the videos?
Yeah, I've seen them, man.
Well, in the kingdom, man, we're gonna get the best of the best cut.
Yeah.
The best cut gems.
That's
the
right.
best of the gems, because there's different qualities to gems. You know, the best of the gold. And we're gonna be shining too.
That's it.
Permeating just the energy, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Go on, bro.
It says, and that their kings may be brought, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Hey, so they're gonna have to be good with us, man.
Right.
They're gonna have to come and serve. They're gonna have to bring it right, man. Bring them gifts. Okay, you're all right then. Cool. Because you know, after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you know, these different nations, other than Esau are going to be done away with. But these other heathen nations, they're going to be tributaries.
Yeah.
What do you mean to be a tributary? It's like you're paying tax almost. They have to constantly bring tribute to us.
Go on.
Okay, they're going to have to basically give us their gifts. They're going to have to give us of their part, man.
Yep.
And we'll deal with them accordingly.
That's it.
You know, if they do good, then they'll good will happen to them. If they do bad, they're going to get the judgment.
Yeah, you're going to get them sanctions, man. But these sanctions are going to be righteous. Unlike
Yeah.
America, when you get sanctions, it's because you ain't following the, alphabet, rules and shit
Right.
like that,
Yeah,
enforcing, society. Ours is going to be because you ain't keeping to the law, statute, commandments of the
That's
Heavenly
it.
Father. Those are going to be
Penalties.
righteous sanctions. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be penalties.
That's it.
If you don't come up for the Feast of Tabernacles, drought.
Yep.
You know? That's it, man. You ain't getting no
Straight.
crops, man.
Straight
You
drought.
see how crazy that they were going over there in Texas because of the India rice ban, export ban on rice. You see hey, listen, man. When you get drought, when you ain't getting them crops in, that's when people start panicking, man. See them Elamites climbing on them fucking shelves and shit. Get ready to start doing that in the kingdom if you don't toe the line, man. And we get to say that boldly. Why? Because it's not, bro. It's in the word.
That's it.
We're the Israelites, man. We're the chosen nation.
We're going to be able to send hitters on you, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can send an angel to your country, man.
Yeah,
In it.
stalk you, like.
Whole angel to your
Yeah,
country,
just
man.
a chariot floating over your whole
Whoa.
country.
Block out the sun.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Power.
I got scripture. You got more on that, yeah?
Go ahead.
All right, it goes with it anyway. Isaiah 49 and 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. And in the NLT it says, kings and queens will serve you and care for all your needs.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it says,
All your needs.
all your
We're going to be
needs.
looked after, man, wherever you want.
That's it.
Servants, man. Handmaids, all of that.
Yep.
You know?
They
Our
shall,
men, our women, our
Yep.
children. Okay? Go on, bro.
they shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Yeah, hey, in the kingdom, we're going to be having complete power. That's what it means to be blessed. Now, you got people over here, some Edomite, lick my boots and all that.
Yeah,
How do you know he's an Edomite, man?
exactly.
He could be a J,
Yeah.
you know? Because I don't see that. I mean, personally, I don't think Edomites are proud as hell, man. For him to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's some weird kinky shit. You don't want to be, come on, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord ain't going to get his, but you're going to try and, you want it. You want it.
Yeah, this is
You
a
gotta bow
future
down to the
prophecy.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
this-
to bow down to the Lord,
that's it.
you know?
There ain't no king bowing down to you or a queen. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
with Rothschilds,
Yeah.
Rockefellers. How about we have them in chains and they bowing to us?
Right,
And that's got to start with Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai got to get the creme de la creme.
right.
He's gonna get slaves. Psalms 2nd chapter. You know, and then it goes on down into the apostles and so on and so forth. Go on, bro.
Back in Isaiah 60, I'm going to jump to verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Oof. God.
Quickly, can you go to Genesis 27 and just go to Jacob's blessing? While we show. Read that last verse again, bro, while the brother gets that.
Yeah, it says, verse 14 in Isaiah 60, the sons also of them that afflicted thee
Right?
shall come bending unto thee,
So the heathen are going to come bending down, bowing down to us. Go on.
and all they that despise thee
Yeah.
shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
And that is what it means to be blessed.
That's right.
To have complete power over them, for them to be bowing down to you and seeing you basically as their ruler. Go on, bro.
And we gotta be like, remember Xerxes, man? In 300.
Yeah.
Because you know, Leonidas, he wouldn't bow, remember?
But remember, hey, he took it to the next level. Remember when he was coming down off his podium? And then on the last few steps, the men made the last few steps.
Yeah.
He took it to the next level, man. And scriptures talk about Xerxes, how he was really rich.
Yep.
You know?
That's the Daniel 11.
Yep.
Lesson?
Finish it off in the Bible show. We'll read that.
Go on.
Okay, it says,
So I'm
and
going to hear it again.
it says, and they shall, it says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Yeah.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
The monument of the Holy One of Israel, man. Yasha Allah. We're going to be looked at like gods on the earth, man.
That's right.
Because we're basically, that's the governing body upon the earth. That is the power on the earth. The judges, the rulers. You know? Under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So what the Lord has in the heavens, that's established with the tabernacles of men with what? King David. Upon the earth. Rulership, man. Yeah, go on, read Bible Shah.
Yep.
And that was promised unto who? The Israelites. And we're going to read it. Jacob's blessing. Go on, bro.
Jacob's blessing or Esau's blessing?
Jacob's blessing, Bible Shah.
Okay, I thought you said Esau, Salakia. It's Genesis,
It's a bit further up from Esau's one. Not too much.
28.
7:28. Yep,
Yeah.
and Genesis 27 and verse 27. I'll start from 27. And he came near and kissed him, and smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of the heaven, and the fatness of the earth.
So the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, meaning what? Blessed, having the dominion over the earth. Go on, bro.
And plenty of corn and wine.
Meaning we're going to be sustained. We're going to have riches. Go on, bro.
Let people serve thee, and nations
Yeah, go on.
and nations bow down to thee.
So nations are going to be bound down to us. That's what it means. This is a blessing from Isaac. This is the blessing. So nations are going to serve us. They're going to be bowing down to us. Go on, bro.
Be Lord over thy brethren,
Right?
and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Bow down to this. The mother's sons are going to be bowing down.
Yep.
So, hey, these Edomites that are pompous and doing what the hell they want to do now in their pride, they're going to be bowing down to us in the kingdom, man. How about that? You know? You mentioned eyeballing. They were doing that to us in chattel slavery.
Yeah.
The base man on the earth was doing that to us. You eyeballing me, boy. Well, you're going to see what's going to be happening to your eyeballs in the kingdom, man.
Oh man.
And the thing is, you know, you can do things to the body. We're going to be able to terrorize you in the mind as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know? The only time we ain't going to beat you is on the Sabbath, man.
Yeah, don't we get terrorized in the mind?
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna have the power over them demons.
Yeah.
To call them, the Apostle Paul, he sick Satan on certain niggas.
He did.
You know, so and that's in his flesh.
Right.
Imagine when we're changed. You know,
Yeah.
that's a whole different level, man. So you're gonna be getting plagued with all kind of demonic thoughts.
Yep.
You know.
And you know, they showed you that on a show. What's that show on Netflix where the guy, Sandman?
Yeah.
There was a guy who was basically trying to blackmail someone that he loved or something. So what he kept his lover in some like captivity.
Chained. Yeah.
So you know what he did? He
Cage.
went and basically, he was a writer, so he just basically started giving his mind too much.
Yeah.
Started plaguing him with it, and the guy started losing it. He couldn't sleep. He was just up all night getting thoughts. So they showed you that. They were like basically like angels, you know. So hey, we're gonna be doing that, man.
Yep.
Terrorizing you. You're gonna be in bed wishing it were morning. in the morning when you're at work, getting whipped, you're wishing it was night.
No rest.
You know, you did that to us.
Yep.
Yeah, send Asmodeus after your woman, man. You know, all kinds of, and you ain't gonna have no incense either. You know, hey Esau, you gonna be getting fucked up, man. Just put it like that, you know. Hey, the scripture says thine heart shall meditate terror.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
We're meditating the terror that you're gonna get, Esau,
being
and you
fulfilled.
heathen nations, man, and you Ishmaelites and you Moab. We ain't forgot about you, Moab and Ammon, Ham. We ain't forgot about you, man.
Yeah, ham.
You know, you're gonna get it too, but Esau's gonna get it real bad. You know, and it's fresh too. You know, Esau is the end of the world.
Yep.
Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth.
Oh man,
Man,
I'm gonna enjoy it. That's persecution of Esau, man. And it says, "Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee."
hey, you're trying to have bad thoughts, curse. You're gonna get messed up for that. Okay. Or even what was that even? Balaam? Didn't Balaam try and come up against us? But he was like, I can't really do that, man. Balaam, who's a heathen, by the way, wanted to be like us. He wanted his end to be like an Israelite, but he's a heathen. You know? So that shows you the mercy and the magnitude of the Lord's mercy that he's bringing to Israel, man. We've been going into it, how much the Lord cares about his people on this side. Okay? And how little he cares about the heathen. You see, you heathen were actually just created to serve us. That's plain and to the point, man. That's your actual goal. Like that's your thing to live up to on the earth. To serve your masters on the earth, which is us. That's it, man. That's what you got to do. And you do it well, okay, cool. You know?
Same thing for you women too.
That's right.
Word woman means servant. Alright, this is back in Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
See, right now, we ain't got rest from our sorrow. You're constantly in a state of sorrow, stress, okay? Because we're encompassed, we're in our enemy's territory, we're encompassed by wickedness, okay? That's the same kind of mindset that righteous Lot had. He said he was vexed. Can we actually get that? I don't want to butcher it. Vexed with a filthy conversation.
Conversation the wicked.
Yeah, Bible shut.
2 Peter
And then we'll go back to the Isaiah.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man in dwelling among them,
Yeah.
in seeing and hearing,
So he was seeing all that wickedness. Go on, bro.
vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah. So righteous Lot, he was a Lotman, which Lot, you know, he's an Israelite. He came back as an Israelite. He was vexed, man, okay, by the unrighteous and unlawful deeds that were happening around him, that he was seeing and he was hearing. And that's the same mindset that we're in. We read it earlier, sighing and crying for all the abominations that are being done in the midst thereof. Okay? The Lord's going to give us rest from all that and rest from all our toil. Go on, bro. Back to Isaiah, bro.
Yeah, back in Isaiah 14:3.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, so the Lord's going to, hey, there was like devoured, he shall be devoured.
Yeah.
That's the Lord flipping it on them, man. So he's going to give us loss from this hard, what the scripture saying, was it in Daniel's? They shall wear out the saints.
Yeah.
Right now, we're being worn out. Okay? But that's going to come to an end, man. When the Lord comes, that's going to come to an end. And we're going to be able to actually enjoy the fruits of things. We're going to have vineyards. We're going to be able to plant things and enjoy it and see it, man. And enjoy the... I was watching a video yesterday on YouTube of how wool is made. Like how they get to the point where they make clothes out of it. And I watched the whole process because I'm just interested in it. And I'm seeing what kind of tools they were using and stuff. Like not like factory ones, in the house. And man, it's quite a long process. Clean it out, get it all out. You got to do things to the texture of the wool. And I thought about it and I said, man, we're gonna have people making us clothes, the finest of the clothes.
Finest.
We're gonna have the best meals that are gonna be cooked for us from the best ingredients. You know, everything that is complete best. That's what we're gonna have in the kingdom. But right now on this side, we've got nothing, man. We've got the worst of everything.
Yeah.
Go on, bro.
You remember that Moabite woman you showed me?
Oh, Laziki. I was checking that out recently.
See, I lost the channel. I lost it for ages. I've been meaning to ask you for it because I used to watch it, man.
Yeah.
But she be going in and doing things from scratch.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to watch. So that's what they even are going to be doing for us.
Yeah.
The best of the best, true organic, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be heavy, man.
Yeah, it's going to be truly organic because they ain't even on that genetically modified shit.
Can't.
Get rid of all that, man. Ain't even on flight because you know the genetically modified stuff. You got like if you got I ain't gonna say their name, man, because them guys they banned one of my channels and shit. I'll just say that there's a company, man, that they do these genetically modified things, seeds and all that. You got now you growing that in your crop. Let's say that this is 20 miles down the road. Okay, as the wind blows, you got another farm, and your farm is organic. But you know what? How do you think that your crops get pollinated, your flowers? How do you think what do you think the earth carries? With the pollen, with the trees? Now you're going to get genetically modified stuff coming over to your organic farm.
That's
and
it.
your shit's defiled.
Yep.
So everything's defiled. So we're going to have to do that in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Separate. We're going to be cleaning out the space. We've got space junk up there. We're going to have to clean that shit out.
Yep. The sea, Esau's dumped a
the
whole
sea, man,
load
the
of
sea's
shit in the
terrible,
sea.
bro.
A whole load of shit is
Every
dumped
time-
in the sea.
Check this out. Every time you watch these survival shows, Bear Grylls and all that, right? Whenever you watch these shows, why is it that all the time they always find like things wash up on the shore? They're in the middle of nowhere on some island, but shit is toothbrushes, sandals.
Yep.
It's all getting dumped into the sea, man.
Even shipments that come from China, every now and again, they get lost. They got lost at sea. So you got, tons of junk, electronics, shit that comes from China. It's floating around in the sea, man. Sea's fucked.
That's why you got to be in an Aquaman. Well, you know.
Oh,
his
yeah,
brother's
yeah.
spirit.
Brother,
right, that's
yeah.
right.
That's a bad boy film, man. That Aquaman, man.
Yeah.
With these bro, because remember you saw the fish with the pack of beer. Remember the plastic around
Come
it
on,
and
man.
shit.
Come on, man.
But he was like, look, man, these people on Earth, they're polluting our oceans.
Right.
And he was like, look, we got to take them out.
That's
But Aquaman was being a coon,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
He wanted to fight for the humans.
But there's wickedness has polluted the earth, man.
Right. Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come.
Yep.
And the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints. We spoke about wearing out of the saints,
Yeah.
which the saints of the Israelites, Psalms 50 and 5.
And the reward is the kingdom. Go on, bro.
Oh, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, and shall possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Come on, bro.
Forever.
And who were the saints? The Israelites, bro.
That's it.
It didn't say Moab. It said, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
So we gotta get rid of you, Esau, man. You're destroying the earth, man. You got organizations set up just, well, their organizations are bullshit, but like Greenpeace and stuff, so-called organizations that are coming up against you, which is nothing but controlled opposition. You're just destroying everything because you're the man of death, man. He is as death. Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. That's what this man is. So everything he promotes is death.
Shun him.
We gotta get rid of him, man. Once we're in our rulership, that's why the scriptures say in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Why are they gonna rejoice? They're gonna be able to actually enjoy the earth as it should be. Okay? Things growing in abundance, the air being clean, the waters being clear, drinkable. Right now in Esau's kingdom, man, that ain't the case. Everything is defiled. On a molecular level, man. This guy's got into everything. So we got to make all of that right. We got to turn all that the right way up, man. Because right now it's the upside down way. It's the wrong way. Go on, bro.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah, we're looking for the earth to be refreshed, man. Okay? And be what? That's the kingdom of heaven. To be refreshed in righteousness. Not in this wicked state that it's in now. What's that in Revelation where it says the heavens shall pass? Esau's kingdom is going to pass. Okay? And then the kingdom is going to be established upon the earth.
Quick precept.
Yeah, go on.
Romans 8 and verse 19.
Yeah.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Shim Yahushai.
Imagine that. So this earth needs righteous rulership, man.
Yeah.
It needs one that is profitable. That's we spoke about that in Ecclesiasticus 10th chapter. You know, and the Lord's going to set up one that is profitable on the earth, starting with his elect, starting with how shine his elect. And we can't wait, man. Okay, you know, you got like I was mentioning Greenpeace, right? So you got people in the sea. Everyone's got their lane on the earth. You got people that are like activists. You know, oh, well, I care about this and I care about that. We actually care about all that. We care about the earth being defiled because this is the Lord's earth.
Yep.
This is the earth that we're going to enjoy. This is defilement, man. You know, our family, our children have to live on this earth with us. We have to eat this food that comes out of this earth.
Yeah.
So you're doing about activism. We want that. We want this place to be fresh, but we also understand that first, the wicked have to be brought down, man. The ones that are ruining, the ones that have got the dirt factories all around the globe, they need to be put down, man. They need to be destroyed, and then righteousness can be on. See, that's the thing. Clean slate from the foundation. You got to just destroy it all and then start again.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have no random building that Esau set up some factory in the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? Or like what? Like I don't know. Like one skyscraper got away with it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all gonna be done away with. We're gonna fly in it all. Go on, bro.
Sirach chapter 10 verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Right. So right now, the power of the earth, the Lord decides who He's going to give it to. We read it earlier. Brother quoted Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right now, the basis of man is on ruling the earth, and we're seeing the fruits of his rulership: death, destruction, decay, pestilence everywhere. Go on, bro.
Yet it says, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
So the Lord's going to set up one that is profitable, man, and that's Israel. Okay. We're going to, everything's going to be running right in the kingdom, man, because it's going to be governed according to what? Righteousness, according to the laws in the spirit, man.
That's it.
I don't see. Where's Esau's golden gated kingdom, man? These floors paved with gold. You know, they talk about gold. They talk about America like it's like that. Then you get to America, all you see is concrete.
Yeah,
Concrete
druggies.
jungles, projects, where you got Jake crabbed in like sardines. Come on, man. There's more to this. There's more to this life, man,
That's it.
than a suit and a paycheck.
Yeah, and even the way the elites are living, you know, the elite of the elite, the Rothschilds, they ain't gonna be touching the way we're gonna be living in the kingdom.
Man. Oh, bro.
It's a joke.
The way that look at how we were living. Okay, look at how we were living in the Dark Ages. I ain't even gonna go to Solomon, because when you go to Solomon, it's game over.
It's over.
Even in the Dark Ages, man, how we were living. See, I was watching one documentary where they were walking with Jacob Rothschild. And he was walking in one of these manors. It might have been Wallace, I'm not sure. And they were walking through different rooms, and he was saying, "This is like the supper room.
Yeah.
This is like the breakfast room." They had a room for different times of the day when they were going to eat, and there was different types of food that were designed for that time of day.
Yeah.
So that's how the elites are living now. So how are we going to live?
Right.
Because Solomon was living so good that when you had other nations' rulers coming to check him, they thought his servants that were under him
Come
were
on,
him.
man.
So how was he living, man? And you know one thing as well, it's not just how he was living, because look at how the Rothschilds are living, but look at his people. Okay? You got Edomites out there just getting fucked.
Yeah.
But you don't give a shit about them, but it's an example to show you that when Solomon was ruling, his servants, his people, everyone was doing good. And when I said that earlier, in the kingdom, man, even the average everyday Israelite, we say everyday Israelite, even the average Israelite is going to be like, remember, a nation of kings and priests.
That's it.
That's a king. Walking down the road, man, shining. Okay? One of the sons of the elect. So, hey, you can't get around that Esau, man. We're going to be living good.
That's
So,
it.
millionaires and billionaires, man. Multi. And real wealth as well, not your IOUs. Gold, silver, riches, all of the land. Go on now.
Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
Oh,
And the house of David shall be as power, and the angels of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, before them.
hey, so we're going to be that power. Angels of the Lord, man. Okay? So, hey, we're going to be even the feeble amongst like David. David was a great warrior, man. A great king. So, how are we going to be, man? If our children are going to play with the whole of an asp, And that's our children. If we don't have to even worry about toddlers, then come on, how much of a great people are we going to be?
Yeah.
Supermen, man. You know, a nation of just power, and that truly represents what Yahweh shine on the earth. That's our power. You know, like Apostle Har said, many most times on the earth, though. That's beautiful, man. That's what we got to look forward to. That's the comfort.
Yeah.
I just think the apostles were hastening the destruction. They wanted to get the hell out of there, man.
Yeah.
You know, think about Rome, the hell that were catching, man. We're getting persecuted. Christians were getting persecuted. According to Christians first in Antioch.
Yeah.
We're getting persecuted. We're getting persecuted to this day. And the persecution is going to get heavier. But the caveat to that is that this is the time of our salvation too. The great salvation that's coming to us, man. Okay, yeah. Go on, now.
Acts chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
So we got to go through much tribulation. Can we get 2 Ezra 7 from the top Bible share?
I get it.
We must go through much tribulation to enter into the kingdom of God. Okay. You can also get Revelation 12 and 12. Because Esau going to be coming. He's going to have his last hurrah. You know, his last grasp of power. But he don't really have no power, man. His power is given to him. So we understand that. And it's the same way that it's been given to him. It's the same way that it can be ripped from him, man. That's what we got to look forward to. If you can see Israelite men out on the highways and byways cursing you out in your own kingdom, that's how you know. That's it. That should be a sign of your doom, of your destruction. We couldn't do that in child slavery. So where you at really though? You got Jake sleeping with elite Edomites women, man. What was it, J Electronica?
Yep.
You know, what was that one? Bill Gates, his daughter or something like that? Come on, man.
It's funny, he came up on my Spotify the other day, the J Electronica, and he had a lyric, he was like, I bet you're a Rothschild, I get banged for my dollar. So he actually put in these lyrics. I started laughing, I heard it, I was like, no way, he's actually putting these lyrics and like that. Like, damn.
But that's a sign of the time.
Yeah.
You know?
You can just bang a Rothschild's daughter. Like, that's the end.
But you think Edomite going to be getting with one of our daughters, man? you think he's even going to be able to get one of our daughters?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's not happening, man.
That's not happening.
Right.
That ain't happening, man. So that just shows you the magnitude of the failure of this base man. His own kingdom, man. They're meant to be the heights of his power. But really, he's coming down. He's been going down. Okay, he tried to go up into heaven. Since space, he's been going down, man. He's just a laugh. And that's how you know and it's funny the way the Lord did it. The Lord gave him all this strength, but it's still the base man. You need Edomite, they're just weak.
They're free,
like, they just like exude weakness.
But that's what magnifies the power of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is that he can actually raise up the bases of men and give them the power of an authority and rulership over the earth.
Imagine that. That's what's going on.
And keep them there for a time. Like,
Exactly.
That's powerful.
Not just and keep them there, bring them down, and then bring them back.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So
Wow.
they started with the Greeks,
Yep.
the Romans, the deadly wound being healed, bring them back, rebirth. And then, come on, man. Because them Greeks were, and during the time of Alexander the Great, evils were multiplied in the earth. That is the wicked.
Yep.
You know?
Can we quickly get loose the little season? It's in Revelation. I think it might be Revelation. Alright, come on. The last few scriptures and then we'll close out. Couldn't even just end it on this, man. The scripture here, because that goes into what you're talking about. Is it in Revelation 20, is it?
Yeah, Revelation chapter 20, verse
You read
3.
up if you want.
verse 2. And laid a hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Now, so is that talking about they're quite people like Christians? They're trying to equate that to spiritual demon Satan. Okay, look, that's talking about Esau. That the Rome was going into the Greco-Roman Empire, then he was going into the Renaissance, the rebirth of him coming back. Because in the Dark Ages, we were in rulership. Okay, from the time of about 325 AD, around about that time, 1,000-year rulership we had, man. Until Esau started to come back into power. You had the Borgias, you know, coming up into the papacy, intermingling, into, going up higher in ranks in the royal family, in the royal families around Europe, and then taking over mutinies. Okay, because even in the 16th century, you still had King James on the throne. Okay, you had like Jane Kings, man. Queen Victoria, she was a Jane. You had the Victorian era, but her husband was an Edomite, man. Okay, so pretty much, you know, there was a transition. But the Lord said that He was going to bound them 1,000 years. So there was about a 1,000-year period, a dark ages when we were in rulership. Go on, bro.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
So when he came back, what did he start doing? He started to deceive the nations, man. Part of that was taking down the images of the true rulers. You know? Israel. Go on, bro. Renaissance art. No one even knows who they are. Thanks to Esau. Go on, bro.
And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
He must be loose a little season. So we're in the time when he's loose a little season. Okay? They ain't talking about no spiritual demon saying like in the movies, so like he's in a cage somewhere and he's loosed. I was talking about Esau, man. Okay, the devil. The same man, the same wicked that was ruling in the time of the Greeks. And when Alexander and his generals were taking over, he said that evils were multiplied upon the earth. But when they came back into power, evils were multiplied again. That's what we're in the time now. So that's the little season that he's ruling. But it's just a little season. It's going to come to an end, man. For our light affliction worketh in us a far more exceeding weight of glory. Eternal weight of glory, man. Any more than that?
That's pretty much it.
Nah, man. So, brothers, got anything you wanted to... Cool. So, Lord willing, man, that was an edifying lesson in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai. We're going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Okay, double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, teaching us this word, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.